Guys, we have a problem. Guys, we have a pretty big problem. I'm not gonna lie. We have a pretty big problem, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not ready to prepare this just yet. Oh no. I don't know how to even show this to you guys. Well, actually, we should probably move over to the other screen first of all. Here we go. Look what Crochet did to me. Look what Crochet did to me, guys. What happened? Why am I in this goddamn target? Crochet, you're there too! I see you! Look what you did to me! You made me... you turned me into a turkey roast! What is this? I was gonna celebrate Thanksgiving with everybody here, and I didn't want to become the meal! I didn't want to become the meal! What the hell? Hopefully you guys are doing well! Embrace your inner blue birds. Okay. What? I didn't want to be roasted. I didn't want to be roasted. Let's see, guys. It's a bit of a long story. I hope you guys are doing well. First of all, I see Moxie, Vector, Spacebuds, BK, Venchica. I was gonna go over to Crochet's lovely ship to celebrate a little bit of Thanksgiving early and bring some meals and whatnot, and the next thing I know, I get put in this turkey outfit! What the hell? This is horrible! But I mean, we're here now, so, hopefully everyone's doing well. Embrace my inner bird is crazy. Yes, blue slimes do have bird tendencies, but I did not want to be in a turkey outfit. We eat in Valis now. No, we're not. Is this canon? I really hope not, but I mean, it probably is. Honestly, Vector, it may very well be. Gulp. Ruh-roh raggy. Oh god, I don't know who is celebrating Thanksgiving over in our lovely stream community, but if anyone is, I hope you guys are doing well, because we're pretty much going to be doing the same stuff as always, trying to get some more stuff lined up, and hopefully that's something that you guys like. We got a lot of progress. Wait, why are we not trying to laugh, Moxie? Moxie, why are you not trying to laugh? I see that. Also, Vector, wait, I didn't even see Vector not trying to laugh either. Oh my, what is this? Melis, did you make the Thanksgiving mac and cheese? I did not have the chance to, unfortunately, because I was too busy making the baked goods for... actually, this mac and... no. Well, I was making, like, some desserts, basically. I don't know if mac and cheese counts as a baked good, because I do put it in the oven to bake it, but I'm more so talking sweets. That turkey does look good. You gonna eat that? No, Vector, it's not edible. It's not edible, Vector. That's part of the other question. I'm trying to focus on something else. But the main point is we managed to line up a lot of the stuff that we did share before. Where is it? Where the hell is it? We finished this scene right here too with our basically Geodude looking red slime punching into the wall. I still need to color all these in, but I've been focusing on mostly lining things up. I made the turkey. Oh, clearly you made the turkey, Crochet. I can see it. I'm within the suit, for crying out loud. But I also was able to finish all these little line work progress for our scenes. I'm still trying to work on that. All this is a little messy just because there's so much overlap, but fortunately that was all done. So next, we're going to be just doing the same stuff, just getting all these other scenes lined up in for the rest of the day, and hopefully it is, it's pretty swift. But that's our basic goals for the day, while trying to avoid getting devoured by some of the crew members, apparently. At least it's not Turkey T. At least Turkey T's not the one that's trying to get eaten right now, or eaten. It's just getting some weird looks from Callahan at the moment. Valis had an idea for early blue slime appearance equals Dodo Bird S for cave slime arts. We can do that. We can have like an early Dodo Bird S cave slime art if that's an idea that you want to go with. Or like I will say, like the prehistoric age or like the primal age for the Slimeverse isn't like one-to-one like the prehistoric age for like Earth. There will be like some animals or some creatures around this time, but they definitely may or may not share some semblances to some earlier species within Earth. Wait, is the purple slime god a cat? I saw cat ears. Oh boy, Vector. There's a lot of, I guess, primal slimes here that have oh, actually, yeah, this is the purple slime. Yeah, the purple slime does have cat ears. This is them cleaning up the mess of the other oozes, which actually I forgot to add some debris. I probably should also make just some small rocks also part of this. I almost forgot about that, actually. You brought up, you actually helped me with this. You brought up a good point. That was not your point at all, but the purple slime is another god, yes. Pink slime is a goddess. There are some gods within the Slimeverse that aren't part of the primary colors that we stated that are also within our pantheon initially. The gemstone deity is another one as well. Let me try to have all these in separate layers. I almost forgot to like have like these little little debris effects that are slowly getting sifted into the vacuum itself. Okay, there we go. It's just, yes, the trusty vacuum that the purple slime cat god was graced with at the very beginning of time. Since its early inspiration, of course. Just what we want to see. Hello, Lux. Lux is dancing. I see. I bet SANI prays to it every day. I hope not. I really, really hope not. Because this thing is... Actually, well, no, actually, no, never mind. Actually, no, I do hope not, because SANI's a horrible being. If SANI is worshipping something greater, that other greater being must also imply that they're very sinister in nature. So, I hope they're not worshipping them. I really, really hope not. But let me get this going. Hope you're doing well, Vector, and everyone else here. Hopefully everyone is just chilling. I'm trying my best to get all this situated. But I did forget about that, honestly. I didn't even include the debris that was supposed to be there. Now that I am thinking about it, it is possible to ascend our lovely, cute SANI to godhood. Who's to say SANI's not already a divine eldritch being, Vector? I guess it is pretty wide known, right? It's pretty widespread knowledge that SANI is pretty much a force of nature type of entity. God, I have so many little thumbnails. Like, this little cat is not just a cat, so we know some of the horrific things that they have done in the past, especially when we get to the Cult Assault portion of our Slimeverse comic series. So yeah, they are more than just a cats. That is very, very much some widespread knowledge. Let me draw this little scene where it's kind of like a shrine to one of the wild gods, and some oozes are also worshipping and praying to them. God, I love that silly face! Why do I hate that you guys keep saying this? It's more than just a silly face. There's way more sinister undertones to it, and you cannot fall for the ways, I swear! At Vector denying. If it hasn't already happened, I'm gonna say SANI very much is a force. One force that a lot of crew members have had to deal with in a very painful manner. Don't spam that SANI. Don't say that SANI emotes. Also, hello, Starscream. Hello, I'm here. Wait, Turkey Valis. Yeah, it's not even a long story. I was going to say it's a long story, but basically, Crochet, I was going over to her ship to give her some Thanksgiving meals and whatnot, and this got put on me. Yeah, this whole turkey soup got put on me, so we're chilling. Hopefully, by the time Thanksgiving is over, we will be able to find a way to get out of it, but till then, we'll see what happens. I don't give thanks, but I eat turkeys. I don't give thanks, but I eat turkeys, and you're a turkey. Are you edible? Don't eat me out, please. Please don't eat me. Hopefully your day's going well, too. But we're just doing everything in our power to get some of this stuff lined up. Hello, my god, what's that? Are you talking about the turkey, Venchika? You must forgive me, Valis. Cute critters are my weakness. It's so unfortunate to hear, but at least, oh man, I can't even find a silver lining in that statement, Vector. It's understandable. A lot of people have fallen under SANI's cute tendencies. I will just do everything in my power to get other people to not fall for them, because if you do fall for SANI's cuteness, it will only lead to your inevitable demise. Or at least that's what I have experienced, and a lot of other crew members have experienced as well. It's like that guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. What would I? Okay, I'm not gonna say that, but Crochet did give me this image right here as a bit of a foreshadowing for what was to come. So yeah, this was a reference. It definitely was that Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs moment. Hey Fluffy! Hello, Fluffy! I hope you're doing well. We're in a turkey suit. We're trying to celebrate Thanksgiving, but also get some stuff lined up at the same time. So I hope you are doing very, very well. And I'm trying to get people to not worship SANI. I'm trying to get people to not worship this horrific cat, but it's just every time we do see them, every time other people more and more people are swooed into their manners. But I hope you're doing well. Are you working today, or are you chilling? Hopefully your day is going well. I crochet her a cat bed? What? Why are you trying to crochet? Okay, these SANI enthusiasts must be quelled, I swear. There's too many of them. But we're trying to get this little shrine depiction also drawn in. Looks ready to gun them down. I'm laying sick in bed? Oh no. I am sorry to hear that too, Fluffy. Because I believe you and another person were also fairly sick not too long ago. But hopefully you can feel better soon, or I wish you a speedy recovery. Are you at least able to maybe play some games, or just chill out in your bed? Hopefully you're able to relax. That sucks to hear. I would say I'm wishing the best for you and for everyone else here as we keep on working on this. Hopefully we can get this also done in a timely manner. We have a lot that still needs to be done, but I'm pretty optimistic that we'll get at least most of this lined up today. That's our big goal. Poor Mike, just nervously or just in anguish. We try, Mike. We really, oh well, I guess Mika. We really try, Mika, but it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare sometimes. I'll be here for a show because I have school tomorrow. All good, Starscream. Like I said before, I greatly appreciate anybody that can just stop by, even if it is for a little bit. Because we're just going to be drawing this whole scene in, trying to get all this stuff lined up in a timely manner. And outside of that, our goals for other than this will just be to get more stuff brainstormed. We didn't really get too much brainstormed. Miko ready to absolutely bonk everyone. I'm playing Genshin Impact on my phone. Is that the only guy? Are you a Hoyoverse fan, Fluffy, or do you only play Genshin in particular? Because I myself have dabbled in Zenless. I used to play Genshin a long time ago. I kind of dropped it because a lot of gachas are not good, at least for me, because I end up spending way too much money on them. But it's nice to hear. Have you caught up to like the newest stuff in Genshin, or are you what is it? Just playing new? Like did you just start like a couple months ago? Okay, wait, where is the thumbnail? Oh, yeah. See, like, in terms of thumbnails, guys, we didn't do too much. We added, like, a little resort portrayal of the sanctuary, right? Like, it's just some of the slimes lounging around in the pool, having a little observer martini with a little olive that has, like, an eye shape on it. And that's basically it. Outside of that, we have like a more abstract picture of Miri with her fox flame cloud tails, kind of showing some different imagery to show them like influencing the world in different ways. Just some pseudo filler images. Only Genshin for now. Okay, that's good. Who's your favorite character? Or do you have a favorite character? Mika getting everyone bonked, or all the SANIs out of there, because that's absolutely important. Fellas has many issues with his scale. Alright, Space Buds. Why are we already happy right now? You're already happy for this? What skill? I mean, yeah, I honestly, I can't even fight against that. You know, I should be mad at that, and I still am. But, you know, you guys have seen me play some games, and I am terrible. I am absolutely terrible with some of those games. I can't even fight against it at all. I started last year. I'm having trouble in a Natlan quest. Ooh, I never got to Natlan. I have to say, I stopped around Sumeru, and then I think I picked up Zenless afterwards. But then I haven't really played too much after that. Just don't spend money. I'm just. It's easier said than done, Space Buds. It's way easier said than done. It's like a gambling addict. Just don't gamble. Just don't do this. Just don't do that. Crippling addiction, forehead. It's not that easy, so I try to avoid it as much as possible. At least I try to do things a bit more moderately it's just a really it's hard. It's hard. There's so many good characters. I guess it's easier if you're not a fan of a lot of the interesting or fun characters that they do design. But for me, whenever I see a character, I'm like, I need this one character, I need that character, I need all these characters, and it just becomes a nightmare. It becomes an absolute nightmare. If you don't have money, you can't spend it. You know what? That's fair. You know what? All right. Time to blow every single dime we have, Lux, into the Zedless train. Okay. No more drawing right now. Time to swap games. Or time to swap subjects. I'm kidding. I'm the same with Transformers. Hey, Enigma! Welcome, welcome. I don't celebrate it because I'm British. Oh, good, Enigma. I would say it's just a bit of a festive holiday. I did manage to get a lot of meals. Or not a lot of meals. I got like two, I say a lot, but I guess 2 large dishes prepped for today. We still have like a couple things we got to cook today as well. But overall, it's been going pretty well. We managed to get that stuff done early, too. My favorite is Mavuka or Klee. Ooh. Very different characters, Fluffy. I mean, Mavuka's pretty cool. Damn, who was my favorite character back when I played? I don't even remember. I would say, I used to be a fan of Kaching, and I guess Ayaka for a little bit, but outside of those characters, I don't know. There were some pretty cool new characters that they showed for like the new region. I don't remember what it was called, but they showed a lot of interesting ones there as well. You know, I've been listening to this new song called Drag Path by 21 Pilots, and it sparked a cool video idea for my verse. Ooh. So, has it given you, like, maybe action-based ideas or any specific ideas that you can share, Vector? I will say some songs usually spark me with ideas as well, but a lot of times it'll just be, like, fight scenes and stuff like that maybe I can include in the future, because I do usually tend to listen to a lot more, like, upbeat or, like, I guess... I don't know what the term is, but I tend to listen to a lot more like energetic songs after stream, just because it's not. Some of them are just more copywritten, and the other ones are just I don't feel like would be a good drawing, like chill vibe type of thing. Let's fund his gambling. Nope. We're not doing this. We're not funding this. Spacebuds, you can't be a bad influence in the Slimeverse. You can't do this. Stop it. Stop it right now. I mean, it's easier for me. I mean, I'm happy for you guys. For those of you that have a much stronger willpower than I do, I greatly respect that. I myself just try to avoid spending money, or at least trying to play those games too much, because I know myself and I will just end up getting into a spiral of wanting every character, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's so bad. If I had FU money, then sure, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's no problem. I have everybody. But I mean, if we all had FU money, we would just do whatever we wanted. Let's be real. In terms of like any game, like if you're playing like a gacha, it's like, oh yeah, I have FU money, I'll just get every single character. Fully maxed out, of course. Or just whatever cosmetic you want in any game. That's just an obvious one. It would be a slideshow of the environments. Then it switches to murals on the wall depicting the history of the calamity. Ooh. So something that's a bit more like a world heavy, or like world building rich factor? I need to listen. So what you said, it's Drag Path by 21 Pilots. Okay. I may need to look into that one and see kind of like what you're thinking about. Cool. You could say it's a festive holiday. Yeah, you could say it's a festive holiday. Actually, Enigma, you know you're a fan of Transformers, right? And also Starscream's a fan of Transformers. What are the? It's cool that we have 2 Transformers fans here. Oh my. But yeah, a lot of my music definitely does, like the stuff that I enjoy listening to ends up giving me like inspiration for fight scenes. There may be one that we end up including once we get to season 2, like caught up and everything. Hopefully it won't get copyright stricken. I need to check out and test and see if it's like copyright, but it's still like fair use to where I can have it in my own video, because I know there's some songs like that I've tested out before for like future ideas for Fateborn and like my D&D stuff in the past. I'm like, oh yeah, I could use this, and I'm saving that for later. But I'm gonna see if I can get that song, or like see if I won't run into any trouble with it. I heard my name and Transformers. Oh yeah, Starscream, we have a viewer in YouTube chat called Enigma, and I believe Enigma's also a Transformers fan. What the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean? What the fuck, Hades? what happened? Did something happen? If I were to do it, I'd draw 7 different environments, then draw 6-7 murals, then finally draw the final piece of a character holding something very special. I see. Okay, well then I am hoping that you are able to get into the mix, or at least you're able to get that drawn out in a timely manner, the Vector, because I know that the best time to draw some things is when you have like the most motivation or the most inspiration from it, but at the same time it is also really, really tricky. Enigma, yeah, and also Enigma says, greetings, Starscream. I don't know if you guys... the Enigma or the Enigma? Hi, Enigma. Do you guys know each other? I don't know if you guys know each other at all, but if you guys do, then that's pretty cool. Or shout out to Enigma and Starscream. What happened to Hades? What happened? What are we doing? Oh, 7, and then, oh yeah. Vector ran into it. You can't even say normal numbers anymore, Vector. It always has to relate to that with the younger audiences. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice you put those two numbers together, and I was like, oh wow. Vector got hit with the infamous not funny joke reference at all. Oh god. Yeah, hate to see it. Damn, I kind of made them a little too wide. I'm using the symmetry tool for this, and I just realized I made them a little bit too wide. Whatever. It's okay. It's not meant to be like a super crazy drawing. What happened to you? Ask Crochet! Ask Crochet what happened to me, Hades. Because they're the one responsible for this. They put the turkey suit on me. I was just going to the ship to give them some Thanksgiving meal, and then I get freaking thrown into this outfit. And there's nothing I can do about it. Oh no. No, I don't know them, Turkey. Yes. Okay, so Enigma doesn't know Starscream. Okay. I didn't know if you guys like had any like pre-existing past with one another. It's cool to see. We got multiple Transformers fans into the mix. I don't think you find it on YouTube. I'll send you a TikTok. It is Women Along, the final part of the song. The lyrics go so well with the lore. Okay, Vector. I would love to see that as well. If you do want to send that my way, would greatly appreciate it. I will say, like, a lot of the songs I'll probably include, if I do make, like, more pseudo-animation-ish animatic stuff in the near future, will probably be something that's more action-based, which does suck, because if I do make, like, a fight scene or whatnot, that will definitely take me, like, at least a whole month to really draw fully, but I think it would be pretty cool. At least one of the moments that I have in mind, and especially with the character that's going to be in that fight, I have a very specific idea that I have in mind for their voice, and it may need multiple voice actors to fill into that role, but I'll focus more on that when we get there, just because we are a while away from being caught up to season 2. If I am able to work more on the comics after this stuff, then my goal is to at least have that caught up around half, like the later half of the next year, and if we do get to that part, then that'll be really exciting. Turkey in all caps. Oh no. Hey Lotus, happy Thanksgiving. Also, sorry about grabs the salt and pepper. Get away from me! Back, foul demon. Stay away. Today I kidnapped a new member from my Transformers group. I'm such a good admin. Nice. You kidnapped a new member. What are we doing? What do you guys do in your off time? Just kidnapping other people into your endeavors? That's terrifying. Hades lurking. All good. I'm about to say, maybe a bit busy where Hades is at the moment. It would probably take me 5 months. Like 5 months as a whole to get that scene made, Vector. I mean, even if it is like if something with that going on, I feel like that's still a fairly good amount of time. If you are like diligently working on it, like what, like an hour or two a day? I mean, that's not too bad. Hopefully that can get made, because if it's something that you're very, very passionate about and you want to really work on it, then you should not let that stop you at all. Hey Meep! Hello! Guess what, Mr. Valis? What's up? He be no slime man anymore! I must! Pulls out fork and knife! I beg of you, do not devour me, Lotus! We can't be doing this on Thanksgiving! We're supposed to be very, what's the word? Generous? Very generous to one another? Very thankful? I'm thankful that you guys are here, just chilling, and not trying to devour me. That's something that would be very nice. Chicken butts! Nice! Great! That's exactly what I want to hear. Great. How are you? I'm doing good, Meep. Any more progress on more keychain stuff? Have you been up to anything else that's very, very exciting? Because I know you said you were working on a second keychain design, if I remember correctly. How's that been going? As we get this also situated. You want to know what I do on my off time? Hides sketchbook, hides Google, deletes YouTube. What are you doing? That's chicken real quick. Hides all my search. Throws my computer out the window. Holy crap. Everything. Just throw every semblance of actions going on. Oh no. Actually, it should be turkey butts. It probably should be. Since I'm not a chicken. I'm not a chicken right now. I'm in a turkey suit. It's going good. It's for a friend. Ooh, okay. Then that's nice. Oh, also, I think I asked you this yesterday, or it was like the day before me, but did you manage to get the design to a manufacturer? And so, like, if so, aren't you, like, how long are you expecting to wait for that? Like, if you sent the first design for the keychain to your manufacturer, how'd that go? Let me get this right here. Anyways, I like reading and doing cool stuff. Oh, yes. Nothing suspicious at all. Nothing horrific in any way, shape, or form. Definitely nothing. Oh, no. I indeed did have to wait 5 to 12 days. That's not bad. I remember saying, because when I got some keychain designs made, I had to wait like a whole freaking month. But maybe you have a way better manufacturer than I do, because I went to like I guess one of the more reputable ones, but like they're also very inconsistent with I guess that's kind of contradictory now that I think about it. They're reputable, but they take forever to ship, and it's inconsistent with their shipping. So maybe not. Maybe I did not go to a reputable site. I may need to go to other places. I know Vactor sent me some good links as well too. So I may be looking towards that once we work more on the keychain designs in the future. But Liz, could you please scroll up and answer my question? I want to know how slow I am compared to you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss that question? Oh, if you were to draw 7 different environments and 7 different murals, how long would it take for you? 7 different environments? I guess it depends how detailed it is, Vactor. Like, if we're talking about, like, environments like these like backgrounds that we have going on here, it wouldn't take too long. But if we're talking about like full-fledged settings, I don't know. I still have, no, I don't think I have the long shot anymore, but for the one background scene that I drew for my Lordran cinematic, I don't think it's here anymore. I'm pretty sure I deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it. It took me like the whole day, like probably like roughly 10-ish plus hours, and it wasn't even colored at all. Like it was just fully grayscaled, and it was still taking me forever. But it's something like here, if it was seven backgrounds and 7 murals, I don't know how a mural would look like, but for 7 environments, it would probably take me like maybe under a month, like probably like over 2 weeks, but around a month-ish or so. Just because I would want to like spend a good amount of time to paying attention to detail. Just simple backgrounds, not super detailed. Oh, well then that would probably take me like, I'd say 2 weeks. I'd say 2 weeks as a whole. Get ready to gun them down, Lux. No. Also, I heal SANI on my own. Alright, well that's not something that I wanted to know. At all. Sorry that I missed that question, Vactor. I thought I read that, but I may have overlooked that question specifically. Sorry about that. But yeah, like around 2-ish, 3-ish weeks as a whole. That is what our general estimate would be. But the thing is, Vactor, since if you had more time throughout the day, because I know you can only spend like roughly like an hour or so on some days to work on it, I'm sure it would take you way shorter to get stuff done as well. But yeah, I feel like time varies for a lot of people, and some people here, Vactor, like there's always somebody that's quicker than you. There's always somebody that could do like something in a much more efficient manner than us. But like, I just try to go about it at my own pace, and not worry too much about it. But obviously, it is good getting faster at art and trying to do like higher quality stuff at a much quicker rate. But like, at least for me, I've noticed when I try to go faster with some artworks, I always am sacrificing a bit of, and by a bit I mean like a lot of quality that I would much prefer to keep, because my fast drawings are really inconsistent. Depending on how the keychain turns out, I might make some buttons too. Some buttons in relation to the same stuff that you've been working on, Meep, or some buttons related to maybe some of your OCs or something else. If it takes you 2 weeks, it'll take me 2 months for sure. No. I mean 2 months in comparison to like maybe some of the other works? I don't know. Also, hello Zen! Hello Zen! Welcome. We're trying to get this drawn out and talking about how fast we work. It is tempting if I do it. I will get myself to learn more about drawing environments, plus it will do my verse justice since I barely do anything for it. I mean, I would love to see more of those efforts too. Because like I said before, with Space Bun stuff and Lux's stuff, like all the universes that you guys do share for your OCs, is always really interesting to see. So if that's something that you do want to work more on, and you do ever want to share like some of the environmental stuff and like some of the story behind that, please let me know, because I would love to see that. I would love to learn more about your lovely, lovely universe. As we get this little shrine drawn out. Gladly take my money. Throws the money in there. Joseph, such dedication. Keep it up. I would say, oh, what did Lotus? If I don't have that problem when I want something done, I usually drop everything else I'm doing, and then I get it done that exact week or day. That's fair. Like I said, I respect the individuals that can do that. I myself, like, I do tend to not like working on multiple projects at once, so I will usually focus on one project at a time until that project is complete. There are some exceptions, like if I need to do like an urgent commission for a specific set of time, then I will drop what I'm doing before to get that done. The only time I kind of like stopped a project midway and then went back at it later was kind of like the Lordrin animatic, where I needed to basically find my own time on that because I was working on other commissions around that era too. I'll look from now. Keep up the good work. Got you, Vector. And hopefully, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day as you do a lurk as well. Shout out to everybody that is lurking too. I do appreciate anyone that does tune on in to us just yapping mindlessly about some of our Slimeverse stuff and other things as a whole. Most likely the same thing. Okay. So Meep is also going to potentially work on the same thing again. That's good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see those buttons if they do come out good, at least for the keychains. Because I know at least the quality of the keychains for the manufacturer that I get them from and like design them, they generally tend to turn out well. There's some of the little keychain, how do you call like the actual part that like holds, like connects to something? Not like the design itself, but the little metallic part. Sometimes that quality varies, especially if you do select some that are colored, because like the quality of like the paint or like whatever they may use to color those tends to be not of a high quality, and then you can like see some stains. So I tend to like refrain from using that kind of those designs. But outside of that, usually the manufacturer I get them from are pretty consistent. I couldn't help but notice your breasts are bulging. Do you need a bra by chance? Okay, well, everyone's a comedian today. Everyone's a comedian today, I see. We're acting real comfortable right now with the little turkey outfit. Okay, whatever. I mean, it's not my accord. It's Crochet's fault, so I can't even say that. But that was rude. That was rude as hell. I can't even get out of this outfit at the time being. But I gotta be in a thankful mood. I'm very, very thankful that you and everybody else are here, so I can't say anything else. Not a comedian, I'm just a concerned friend. Sure you are, Lotus. Yeah. And I'm the smartest slime in the universe. Totally. I didn't even notice the turkey up until now. And you didn't see the little turkey. Oh, I guess for context, Crochet, basically I was going into Crochet's ship, I was giving them some food for Thanksgiving, and they ended up just putting this on me. They said, you must embrace your inner bird features, Valis. You must become the bird that you always wanted to be. And I was like, wait, what, Crochet? I don't even think we were all born in a certain way, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then I just got shoved into this. I got shoved into this goddamn turkey outfit, and there's nothing else I can do about it. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Labubu Valis is done. Okay. Why am I am maybe I should just not look towards the comments right now. Maybe I should just avoid these. Labubu Valis. Why? How did you not forget about that? How do you guys remember some of these things? I swear. Like the red velvet cake from Starscream 2? Like, how do we remember these very subtle things? Some things aren't even being clipped out of context too. That's the thing that gets me. Mika, ready to bonk them as we speak. The Labubu Valis, why? Why is that a thing now? Val, you're a Labubu this whole time? I am not. I am not a Labubu this whole time. Do I look like a Labubu? Do I? I will answer that question because I know you're going to say yes, or somebody else is going to say yes, and the answer to that is no! I'm not a Labubu! I am my own slime self, and there's nothing else to that. Spread the bugs around, VK! Spread the bugs around! I can't believe it! You are. I knew you were gonna say this. I knew you were gonna say this, Meep. I'm not a Labubu. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, but it's just not true. I actually have a Labubu because my best friend Girly Pop got me one. It's a Lilo and Stitch one. I don't have the heart to throw it away. Oh my god. Yep, spread them out. Spread them out, Mika. Spread the box out in waves, because some of these are just absolutely diabolical. We need to keep on drawing this at the same time. I want to get to the little resort moment for our sanctuary. Oh, also I didn't really change the name, but I gave sanctuary a much more official name too. I said Gallius, and that's just another way of pronouncing sanctuary / sentient Mount Olympus. Kind of like gaseous in a way, very similar to that. I was trying to find like Greek or Latin ways to say like Mount Olympus or like a cloud summit. It just didn't come off cool, so I just kind of changed the naming for that too. Dodges, Dark Souls logic. Lotus, why didn't you tell me Val is W Labubu, A Labubu? Because I'm not. I'm not a Labubu. How many times do I have to say this? It's just not true. You cannot believe some of the things these more chaotic individuals in our streaming endeavors and Slimeverse endeavors keep telling you. It's just not a fact. It's not a fact. Oh god. Mika is ready. Mika's on point with these bunks, and I do appreciate that. Some of these statements, some of these slanderous statements are getting out of hand. You said, oh, Valus does this, Valus does that, Valus does this with Ultron, Valus does that in the ship, Valus does this with another person, Valus does that with the main outfit, Valus does, like, there's too much slander. There's way too much slander, and that needs to cease at this moment. No, I'm not getting bonked. You are gonna get bonked, and you're gonna appreciate it, but you're gonna get bonked, damn it. Actually, didn't know I haven't been here for a few streams. Thank you, Mika. I'm currently cooking. Focus on taking out the targets. You're all good looks, and thank you, Mika, as well. But there's no SANIs at the moment. It's just some people are spreading some diabolical slander that must be quelled. Post the Labubu in fan arts. Oh my god. Damn it. Thank you, Space Buns, for. I mean, I could see it early. I mean, it's still fairly early to stream. We could rip the band-aid. Val, it's okay to be a Labubu. I'm not a Labubu. I am not a Labubu. How many times do I have to say this? It's just not me. You would just be really expensive. Oh, would I be expensive? You're calling me a very classy individual, one that's for the most luxurious individuals as a whole within the Slimeverse. I mean, is it because I've aged like fine wine? Because if that's the case, then I would greatly appreciate it. You know, I do take great pride in how I look. I very much absolutely love this appearance that I've been able to keep up because it is very, very nice, you know. Some people do. No. What do you mean no? Why'd you say no? Why are we saying no? No to what? Dallas, I've been saving all my favorite clips of you and sharing them to my family, especially the favorite trope one. Why are you sharing our clips to your family? Oh, you're just making me seem like a monster to them then, with some of the clips that some of you guys have been posting. And I can't even say them again because they're gonna get clipped out of context. Mr. Valus should be a plushie so that I can tape him to the wall, like how my friend taped her Megatron plushie. Why am I? Okay, this is we're getting a little out of hand with some of these ideas, guys. Yes, we should make a marketable plushie at some point, but I do not want to be taped to the wall. That's just not occurring. Yeah, you would be an expensive Labubu, but yeah. I mean, okay, I guess I don't like Labubu, so I don't like the idea of this at all. But if that's what if you'd say I'd be more expensive, then I feel like that's a bit more of a compliment. I don't know. I would see myself as an S rank or a 5-star within any gacha game, of course, yes. You would have to wish on me in any gacha game as a whole, because I know I would provide the best buffs in any of those games. Absolutely. I would give you plus 10 morale, plus 50 more bonus experience, plus 90 damage, and yeah, probably some other things. No? Why do you keep saying no? Why do you keep saying no? Mika just wide-eyed. Mika, please take a break. Or Mika, please take a break. This is a little too much. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve this kind of stress at all. Honestly, it's Thanksgiving, guys, and all you guys are giving us right now is a bunch of chaos at the very moment. Valis, a negative 5-star reel. That's just rude. I'm not a negative 5-star. Why are we saying that? A negative 5-star? No. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would not be a negative 5-star. Valis in GTA. Okay. More like a 3-star. What are you saying? I am the very trustworthy captain of this ship, and you're calling me a 3-star? Never mind 2-star. What? Okay, you guys are going too far. You guys have gone way too far. Like, how? How would I be a 2? 2 stars don't even exist in a lot of these gacha games. It's 3-star. How am I under that? How the hell am I under a 3-star? Let me just keep this going though. You know what? I know my value to the crew, and it's very much immeasurable to what it could be stated. Mika's going super sad. You guys need to chill. I'm gonna say Mika is going way too on board with this, and they may just crash out with some of the things that you guys are slandering in our Athesian endeavors. I'm thankful for YouTube randomly recommending me to watch Mr. Valis' Rusty Lake stream, because if not, Levant wouldn't be here right now. I'm thankful of hearing that 2-star scream. I'm happy that you did. Honestly, I'm a little upset that your first impression of our stream was through the Rusty Lake Hotel, because that was a nightmare for me. Shout out to Radio though for recommending Rusty Lake Hotel, because I mean it was a nice donation from our community, and I was able to play that for about like 2 hours. But I struggled immensely. Hopefully you tuned in after we solved that very basic math puzzle that I just couldn't figure out. Listen be known, don't give me a scale, because I'm not gonna know how the hell any scales work in any way. Hey Forgore, I'm back in your channel in all caps. I'm back in your channel. Welcome. You probably don't remember me though. Unfortunately not, but I mean, it's nice to see returning viewers. It's always nice to see people return. Hello, oven cooked Val bake at 400. Okay. I mean, it's factually true. It's factually true. I have been baked at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, but we're not worrying about that right now because it was not my accord. But welcome, Mason. I don't know which one of you guys, anyone from the Americas, celebrating Thanksgiving, but if you are, I'm wishing you a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm the guy who kept annoying you in your oldest vid about that 1OC that was just Temu Venom. Wait, really? You were that guy from the superhero? I feel like I mentioned that story a long time ago as well. But I mean, it's nice to see you. I do remember that as well. I do. But it's nice to see any returning faces. Welcome. Oh god. I think that chicken suit's just making people go malicious mode. No, that's what it feels like. That's exactly what it sounds like too. People are just going absolutely feral for stuff like that. Val in all caps, maybe 2.5. No, 1 to 2-star. Why are you saying this? Valis, you're 2 minus times 50 out of 10 for me. Alrighty, I thank you for hitting me with math when I clearly said I'm terrible at math. I'm still sorry for that. It's all good for Gore. Don't worry about it too much. I mean, that was a while ago, and if you are a bit apologetic for that, there's nothing wrong with that. It was just, yeah, it was a little annoying at the time. I'm not gonna lie. I will say this to a lot of people. It's not just you, but like a lot of people. If you do like repeat the same thing over and over again about like a certain like OC or certain need, it does get a bit annoying. But at the same time, just keep in mind that I am actively trying to get different characters like insight or different people's insights, ideas into the mix, whether if it's the Slimeverse here, if it's other worlds. It's just please be patient is all I ask. But I do admire the tenacity for some of you guys. The board guy was so funny because you just kept feeding him his own shit. I mean, that moment was fine. That was like not too bad of a scene, I guess. But everything else, it was just a scale. I swear, Starstream, that scale was a nightmare. Yes or no? Val, yes or no? Yes or no to what, specifically? Yes or no to what? Wait, now, what are we wedding? I was hoping you're bad at math, so someone else has to figure out your rating. I know my rating, Lotus. My rating is very valuable to the crew. So honestly, there can't be a number. The same goes for all my wonderful crewmates, the ones that do help me every day to day in the Arthesi endeavors. Specifically Mika too, Hollow as well, Taka as well, Rena as well. We got Lux as well. I'm not trying to name everybody, because if I start naming everybody, then it's like, wait, but you didn't say my name, Valis. Valis, you didn't say my character. No, Valis, you didn't say this one too. Does that mean I'm like a 4-star? No, it's just I can't remember everybody's names at the moment. Watching the Thanksgiving Day parade, there's a Labubu. No! There's a Labubu parade floats. It's cooked. It's absolutely cooked then. Oh, by the way, Val, I'm going on a side quest because I remember a long time ago some artists recommended Sims for background studies, or use it as a reference for background arts. For some reason, Mikai, I remember that too. I also have heard that before, where you can like frame different backgrounds, like different designs from Sims, I guess from like modern stuff, and you kind of use that for comics too. Because I know a lot of webtoon artists, they tend to use a lot of different 3D assets just to quickly either have them fully one-to-one imported over, or they'll like loosely draw it in their own style. So that is a good advice, especially that applies to anybody else here. If you guys have the Sims, or like any of the Sims games, just taking snapshots in different angles and kind of studying perspective from that goes a very long way. But that is a good thing to bring up. Thank you for mentioning that too, Mike. A Labubu parade float was diabolical. Valis, you crashed the ship 3 times in 3 different universes. That's just... I'm not responsible for those crashes at all. You are lacking the context and information from what's occurred, or what's occurred in the past. Hey, you still owe me a whiteboard, Val. Do I? Do I still owe you a whiteboard? I thought I gave it back to you. Thank you for the hydrate star screen. Thank you, thank you. Let me drink some water right now. I was sad when the stag beetle was forced to run into the hamster wheel. It was just a little guy. Yeah, we needed the stag beetle to run in there to progress, unfortunately, Starscream. I thought you were here for mouthwashing. Well, actually, no, because I remember Rusty Lake was like the day before our official Spookathon happened. So I guess you were there earlier too. I just remember you being there specifically for a moment of mouthwashing, and oh man, I still love that game to this day. Like, it was such a masterpiece. That sounds horrifying. It does though. The Thanksgiving parade, including have access to blank furniture. So, oh mods. Oh, so wait, are you gonna try to make Mika's room or other people's rooms in the Slimeverse? Mika, is that what you're gonna try to go for? Because that could be pretty fun. I know Hollow was working on stuff like that in the past, where they were also using, like, I think it was a browser or some website that had like some room customization, and I know that's a big thing that some of you guys like doing. So that applies to all you guys, or anybody that is a part of like the Athesan specifically. If you want to design your room in like some form of a game, like in Sims or some other, like, I guess customization furniture based video game, and you want to like submit that over in Slimeverse references and whatnot, please feel free to do so, because that would also help us in the future whenever we like make comics with certain people in their rooms, or we're like one of those, like the main setting there. Just let me know. Which I'm an old fan, so what is your most recent project and what happened to the superhero thing? The superhero thing, basically, for Gore, is actually, where is my superhero stuff? It's always with Eternity, right? The superhero stuff, unfortunately, is under a bit of hiatus, just because I've had to work on like Fateborn stuff and other things too in the past. Is it here? Oh yeah, it is here. Yeah, like we had all these different characters that we did work on before, and unfortunately, because we have had other things that come up, we basically kind of like take our turn there, and a lot of people here within our Slimeverse endeavors, and just something that I've been more passionate about as a whole, since it does relate to a lot of really cool OCs that I've been worked on. I've been basically just pushing that more than just any of like our superhero stuff, unfortunately and fortunately, just because I feel like the Slimeverse stuff has been really, really special, and it's been something that I've enjoyed more than like pretty much any project I've worked on in the past. And that's basically it. I'm not saying that the superhero stuff is going to be like cut forever. I may go back to it later on, but it is something that I will not be working on anytime soon, unfortunately. So it is on like a hiatus window. But let me take that out. Mods. Oh yes, quench that thirst. Hydration. Drink. No, I gotta get back to the button making. Good luck with that, Meep. Good luck with that. Oh, let me go back over here. There's a lot that has, if you were here for the superhero stuff for Gore, there's a lot that has been developed since then. A lot primarily surrounding the Slimeverse endeavors that I have been working on, and it's been just a big community effort that I'm very, very appreciative that everyone has taken their hand within, and hopefully in the near future we will have a video that explains it to any newcomers or just returning viewers from our other stuff that will just detail just the basics, or like the basis of what you need to know for the Slimeverse. But I guess long story short, it is like pseudo a sci-fi-y fantasy world where there's going to be a lot of drama, mystery, action, romance, a lot of different plots that will occur with the core members of our Athesian crew. Since mine is about to be blown, maybe including for the ships that Mika has renovated. Ooh, okay. The ships that Mika has renovated. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what else you do end up creating in Sims, specifically. There's a lot of mods in Sims, if I'm not mistaken, right, Mika? I guess, I don't know how many of you guys have played Sims in the past. I know it's a fairly popular game, but I haven't really dabbled in it too much. I watched Hades play, not Sims, but like a different game in the past, and we kind of like pseudo-made some of like our own like little house and like different like, I guess complex, like little neighborhood with everyone's different characters in them. But that was like for like a day. I know that's a very popular thing. I think I saw Masuki play within The Sims too, and make like a little community there. I have all the Sims DLCs, though I cannot disclose the method of my acquisition. I cannot disclose that information at the moment. Is it the same with your movie collection? Specifically, Lex, did you acquire it through similar means or through other means that can't be stated too indirectly? But I got you. I'm kind of a connoisseur for the Sims games. Ooh. So, have you played all of them? It is. I see. I got you. So, Lux got them through the very legal means that will not be disclosed for anyone else to share, for Layton's terms. Okay. This is drawn. We need more of the background drawn out as well. Sounds sick? Yes. I don't know the last character for Gore, but if you are a fan of it and you do want to see more of our Slimeverse endeavors, yeah, just stay tuned to what we do here. We're gonna keep on working on a lot of stuff. There's so much stuff I could share to you for Gore, like some of these deities that we've worked on in the past for the Slimeverse, like Nephrodite, the Observer, if you'll load. The Observer, and then we have like some other things in relation to that, like some ooze depictions, some of the different species within the Slimeverse as a whole, like some slimes. Oh god, yeah, this file is super laggy. It's not even loading right here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, for some reason it didn't want to load at all. I think I should merge these layers down because for some reason it just doesn't want to really work. So let me, yeah, I guess I could do that. Yeah, let me merge them down and see if that saves some space because it always takes forever. We'll put that there. We'll merge this one here. And then we'll merge this one here. Yeah, this one always takes... I need to, like, shrink the file size quite a bit. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll merge all this here. I hope there wasn't something important in these folders at all. I hope the only important thing was just all these depictions of the characters. And there wasn't, like, a secret hidden thing that I had to showcase as well. But let me move away from there. Well, technically, Mika has renovated the whole ship, technically in sight, and still doing so to this day. Yeah, so some designs that maybe Mika works on right now, or maybe Mika, if you want to work on some other renovations for the future Slimeverse endeavors for Arthesian or maybe other places as a whole, I would personally greatly appreciate that too. I would love to see different design points and whatnot. And I know, like I said, Hollow was trying to make a design for their room. I don't know how finished that one was, or if they fully finished it, but it is cool to see you guys collaborating in that regard too. So my husband, the very chaotic person that some people want to romance for some reason, I still will never understand why. God, that looks sick, and I can't wait to share with you my ideas on this. They're already forming me. They're already forming me a tick. Got you, Forgore. There's gonna be. I would just say to refrain from super crazy ideas for now until the video gets fully published. Just because I hope once we have some official material out there for you guys, you'll be able to like generate ideas that are more so in canon. Because I know some people like in the very early stages of the Slimeverse, it was okay, kind of going for very far out ideas, just because we didn't have like very much developed. But now as people have been giving us really fun ideas as a whole, and we've been working with that, a lot more things are solidified. So all I can say is for people that are tuning in now, any new viewers or returning viewers, just wait till the video comes out, and then we'll have, I guess, more of a collective idea for what is canon and what you can work from. Listen, I grew up with the propaganda messages of the early 2000s. You wouldn't download a car. And ever since I found out a father/son duo 3D printed a full-size working car, those propaganda ads no longer hold me back from my ultimate form. They 3D printed a full-size working car? Wait, really? Why does that sound familiar? I don't know if I remember that story specifically, Lux, but that's crazy. If that's actually the case? Oh no. Are we bonking? You have to guess. Oh, Zed's bonking Lotus with the chicken, or is the chicken bonking someone else? I'm currently downloading pretty furniture stuff. Ooh, I see. Oh god, Mike with the wide eyes, looking at all the Sims DLC that Lux has in a very legal manner. In a legal manner, I'll have you know. Oh god, no. If you're looking for deities, inspiration for deities, take inspiration from ancient Egypt, and how fleshed out their separate gods are. Oh wait, I will let you know, Forgore, we have a lot of people. We have like a dedicated team to the pantheon and the deities as a whole. We actually even made one of the skits. I could show that a little bit. We have one of the skits between two of the goddesses bickering with one another. The deities is a very popular subject that I know a lot of people wanted to like contribute and add ideas to. So we definitely did have this worked out. So this is just like one of the goddesses that Mike worked on in our wonderful Twitch chat. They are known as Miriandinus, the goddess of wisdom. And there's also, where's Cleo? Oh god, all these folders always take a hot minute. I think it just takes, it needs a second to load in. But we also have Cleonus right here, who is the goddess of fame, fortune, and wealth. She's more so just an actress that wants to be in the lead for everything as a whole in the universe. But yeah, we have a lot of the Pantheon stuff kind of fleshed out. That being said, designs like Cleo's right here isn't like one-to-one canon, but Miri's design specifically is one-to-one canon, just because Mike did take out the time to design them fully, and it's really lovely to see. We also have other deities that we have been working on too in the past. So if some of the Pantheon stuff is something that interests you and you want to learn more about that, we will have a dedicated video for all of those things in the near future. Not in the near future, but like a while from now, because I know some of the Pantheon people are still like busy with other things or just working on other stuff, and I want to give them the time that they deserve to fully flesh out the lore and like other things for Pantheon Pantheon conflicts or plot points in the future. Oh no, I'm sorry, Val. Mika's going to pretty fire your kitchen? Pretty fire? Like make it pretty, or like start arsoning it? Like start like lighting it up and burning it to the ground? Is there a specific reason? I hope it means that's a good thing and not a bad thing. I threatened to put Susie in the oven for Thanksgiving and Zen didn't guess correctly? That's horrible, Lotus! Oh god, I must go clean and cook now with Grandma. Got you. She's gonna make it pretty. Okay, so pretty fire. When you said, when I heard fire in the kitchen, and I was like, wait, are you gonna burn down our appliances? You know, those cost a lot of money, and we're really tight on that too. Our funds have been kind of low, but it is what it is. Miri also shares the same domain with the pink goddess of the love domain. Yes. Oh yeah, that was also another small fact to share as well too. There's a bit of overlap with a lot of the deities in our Slimeverse, just because that creates more petty issues and more drama amongst one another. Because obviously, if there's like a little bit of overlap, obviously some of them are gonna like work better if there's overlap, but other two deities may like hate that fact. Like maybe there's two like war-centric or war-based deities, that, like kind of like similar to Ares and Athena, so that's something that we do want to promote as well. That's horrible, Lotus. Val, me, yeah, okay. That's horrible. Yes, you want things to be horrible, Lotus. That is really, really bad. But I can't stop you. I can't stop any of you wonderful crewmates and horrific crewmates. I guess Lotus isn't a crewmate, but I can't stop Lotus. Lotus is their own thing. She's gonna give it a whole makeover. I got you. Now that I know it's that and not just you trying to burn down our few kitchen appliances that we still have. I still have that microwave too in that one comic, fortunately enough. I do feel a lot better. The Susie's not going in an oven, don't worry. Thank goodness. I would not want Susie to be in the oven either. For example, God who would be some of death representations of sorts. You can make a chaotic demon king of the damned and deserted, or serene angel that guides souls to the afterlife perspective. It's fair. Oh, stay back, villain. Yeah. Stay back as we speak. No. Obviously, there's a lot you can do with the Pantheon stuff, Orgor. There's a lot of very interesting things that can be shown and worked on, and I have left a fair bit of that to a bunch of wonderful crewmates that have taken out the time out of their day just to flesh out a certain deity or create some moments or interesting stories, and I have them in I'm in good hands. I will say that I'm just in fairly good hands in regards to the Pantheon stuff, and I know there's other people that want to like work on potential like godhood ascension storylines and other like very powerful entities for villains and whatnot, and that stuff will occur just because those are recurring tropes in like D&D settings and other like TTRPG moments that like it doesn't make sense to not include that. So we will be having like other characters going into pseudo godhood ascension, whether if it's through more comical means or more very dark ominous means. Well, I guess this isn't Godhood Ascension, but this is just an eldritch, horrific abomination that I will not keep talking about, but they shall not be named. They're Voldemorts in this Slimeverse household. We won't talk about them too much. I mean, if you need more appliances, me can go hook you up with her auntie, who's a blacksmith. I mean, yeah, I would love that. I would love that because I've been kind of stuck with the same 2 appliances for a while now. For some reason, even though we have a lot of wonderful Slimeverse crew members here, we've been kind of limited on some of those supplies. Also notice I made not 1 but 2 mafias in the Slimeverse. Nice! I'm glad to hear that you also added those factions into our Slimeverse endeavors too. Give you your answer in the pack session. Susie is safe. Thank goodness. Thank goodness Susie's safe. Okay. We have more of the background here fleshed out. This isn't meant to be a super crazy scene. I don't think there's too much here that we need to show. I guess we just need to draw the little slime guys here. Not the ooze guys, my bad. What are we limited on? My dad was talking to me. What are we limited on? Kitchen appliances, Lux. We're limited on kitchen appliances in the Ephesian, in the ship specifically. But some people are trying to remedy that, specifically Mika. So hopefully that'll go well. But let me add this little detail here too. Is that a new one? Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. There we go. I'm a god? How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Oh no. Grand and intoxicating innocence. Is that a reference to something that I'm completely not catching, Zen? I'm always really bad with references. She just has to take a few of your items to show it to her auntie so she can make replicas of them for you. I mean, yeah, I would love to give. I will hand them my trusty microwave and my trusty mini fridge, and that's I think that's all I own. That's all I have in my personal quarters. It's been rough. It's been a rough few. I guess it's been like several years actually. Well, you guys have only been in the Thesian. Well, I guess technically Mika, Hollow, like the OG crew has been in the ship for probably close to a year now, maybe more than a year. But outside of that, I've been alone in my own endeavors for quite some time now. It's been pretty rough with just a microwave and a mini fridge to my name. It's been really rough. Thankfully, slime food doesn't perish as quickly as traditional human food, so I have been a bit fortunate in that regard. Valis is 2 movies are very interesting for the story because I'm adding a new character and I didn't know how to add them. Okay, for your own personal story, I got you. The Slimeverse gods remind me of the Tribunal and the Elder Scrolls. I'm a god, how can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. So they remind you more of the tribunal from Morrowind, I believe. I don't remember too much about the tribunal specifically, Zen, but I think I know who you're referencing. I myself love the older Elder, not the older, but Oblivion, Skyrim. I played quite a bit of ESO. If you're my friend on Steam, you'll see that I have a decent amount of time there. But I did want to include some of like the antics and behaviors that the Daedra have in those games, just because I love the fact that we have like some of these artifacts in Skyrim and other those games that some people can like use for their own endeavors. There's like small little quest lines, cultists, other like high elite groups that worship Daedra, and like creating small little conflicts in that regard as well. So I've always been a fan of stuff like that too, where like the gods are a bit more like, I guess, pettyish in nature and want to just start some conflicts for the sake of entertainment or for other means, maybe more malicious ones too. Because I know there's like more chaotic or evil aligned Daedra in the Elder Scrolls series that want to just like manifest their bodies and kind of like rule over the world. So I think Mehrunes Dagon's one of them. Molag Bal's another one. Like there's several ones like that too that I want to take for inspiration, just because, you know, having the whole pantheon be nice and like hug and like arm in hand with one another isn't bad at all. There's nothing wrong with that too. I just definitely want to have like some gods or characters that are more evil aligned, and they're just more of like it's more like a force thing, not really something that is like more, there's no like morality tied to it. Some characters are just evil just to be evil. If you were to make a god of the golden and glamorous, you can make a rich and spoiled lounger, or a kind giver and granter. Anywho, I'm gonna go for like 10 minutes, gotcha, and make my page for deities for you. I will say that for Gore, we do. I think I did say we do have a dedicated team for that already, so I may not need that list at the very moment, but if you do still want to make it and just throw more ideas in it, then you're more than welcome to. I just we do have like already like a good group of people that's working on that as well. Yeah, Morrowind, the Tribunal is a group of living gods that directly rules over Morrowind. I know a little bit about the one that's like half golden. No, are they like half drow, not half drow, half Dunmer and like half Altmer or something else like that? I remember one of them was like half gold and like half blue, but I don't remember their name. I don't know too much about Morrowind's lore specifically, unfortunately. I have an ice maker, ice cream maker, bread proofer, convection oven, and pressure cooker I can bring with me. Lex, you would be a lifesaver if you could bring those appliances towards us, because I've been struggling with some of those things too. Oh my god, that's true. I'll go give it to my auntie. Fix the old TV so we can see Romana again. Got you. Very good, guys. Don't worry. All the chickens got their Thanksgiving early. They got a bucket of treats. Nice. They got a bucket of treats into the mix. That's always good. I'll say Thanksgiving, I'm excited for when it starts kicking, because we still have like a couple of meals to make over here. Once that gets fully made, then we'll just start eating. But I'm excited. I haven't eaten like a really good meal in a minute. So we've just been doing a lot of prep work over here as well. Because I know some places celebrate Thanksgiving they do like really crazy like festivities and whatnot. Other places just like, oh, like we're just gonna make a turkey, nothing too crazy. But over here, oh boy, we do prep quite a few meals. And if had it been more time, I would have definitely have drawn like a little scenario where we're all just together at a table, at a gathering, and just, you know, eating some food, some very well-known Slimeverse delicacies, while Turkey Tea is safely in Mika's quarters and nowhere else. Okay. Oh no, let me get this also going. It's gonna be kind of hard to draw these in this angle. I should have used a 3D model for some of these characters, but we'll leave it like that, fairly vague and nothing too crazy as well into this mix. But yeah, Thanksgiving's going pretty good, or at least for now, at least in the near future. I feel like it's gonna go pretty well. We have most of the things made. Let me have this right here too. I hope Koopa's doing well. Some say Koopa's still digging that hole to this very day. Oh man. 2.5 feet. I can't believe I guessed it too. It looked like it, and I got it right. Yeah, these legs are going to be a little jank, but I am not going to worry about that too much. Okay. Good night, everybody. This clanker needs to recharge. Honk shoe, honk shoe. Take it easy, Starscream. Thank you as always for stopping by. We are going to keep working on this. Oh, and for Christmas? Oh no. Get that out of here. It's not Christmas yet. Diggy diggy hole. Oh, but that song was so fitting. And also, Zem was referencing that too. And then what were the odds that Koopa would have shown up probably like an hour or so after? Also referencing that song as they dig the hole. Oh, God. Good song. It's such a throwback. Went to my deal somewhere. You're my funnel. Well, I don't gotta do nothing with it. Just gotta put this crazy determination rush somewhere. Got you. I just somewhere to throw some ideas in. It's all good. Yeah, sometimes you just need someone else to just bounce ideas with and just throw them out and see, get some feedback. That's fair. I know I have some friends that are very, very much like that too. I tend to struggle with some ideas every now and then. But I usually, like, if I'm not planning it or I'm more like on the cuff with some of my ideas, they don't tend to be fairly good, unfortunately. But I know a lot of people here are much better on their feet. That's Vivek. When the Chimer defied the Aedra via Daedra worship, as a result, they were turned into the Dunmer. Vivek is half Chimer and Dunmer. Okay. That is coming back to me. I do remember that, like, relatively broad. Oh, I did not write that correctly. I mean, that's okay. I think I know, like, generally what you are referencing to, Zen. I used to watch so many lore videos in regards to Elder Scrolls because I just really liked the Daedra and, like, the stuff that happened with them specifically. But it was such a long time ago. Like, we're talking to, like, maybe, like, around shortly after ESO came out. I don't remember when ESO specifically came out, but it was probably, like, 2014? Actually, was I? Yeah, it might have been like around 2014, 2015-ish, maybe. I could be misremembering that, though. Portal opens and a bunch of stuff comes through it and gently places the TV and microwave down and a bunch of appliances. Thank goodness. Oh my god. BK and Auntie are a lifesaver. Thank goodness. Oh no. It was, for the longest, I just had only my own TV. And now we have multiple stuff here, multiple appliances, and Lux had a bunch of stuff too. Hey Captain, I'm back. Monty went a little crazy, so she made too much for you guys. Honestly, the more the better though, Mika, because all these appliances could be used in other house or other rooms too. We could greatly appreciate that. Other households, other rooms within the Ephesian. Hey Strider, hello, welcome. Trying to get the scene drawn out at the very moment. I hope your day's going well. I'm trying to get this ideated. Oh, I did not write that. Why is Lotus dance with the SANIs? I noticed that too late! And oh, singular crumbs right there too. Trying to get these drawn out. I'm not gonna worry about the actual outfits too much. It is a filler scene at the moment. I tend to overthink it sometimes. We're like, oh, I can make like an outfit design right here and make it look really, really cool, but I'm not gonna worry about it. What are you wearing? It's a very short story, actually, Strider. It's a story that I can tell probably in under 4 sentences. I went to Crochet's ship. I was bringing stuff for Crochet in terms of Thanksgiving to prepare. Crochet looked at me very menacingly and held an item that I was not ready for. This item was the turkey suit. That's it. 4 sentences. I tried to verbalize each sentence as much as possible. Yeah, it's Crochet's fault. Crochet put me in a turkey suit, and I can't really get out of it. But honestly, it's fitting because it is the Thanksgiving time over here, and I'm very, very thankful to have you guys here, just chilling and working on whatever you may be working on. While I myself also get these little drawings worked on too. Luckily I wanted the suit. You want the turkey suit? I mean, you can have it after I find a way to get out of here. So I think Crochet said the only way out of here is by like eating it, so it may not come. It may not come out the same condition that it is in this current state. So I do apologize for that. Also, she wanted me to tell you thank you so much. She had so much fun making these things for you. And she said, don't hesitate if you need any more stuff to be fixed or need more things. I see. Well, I'm about to say the auntie is very, very resourceful. And I'm just happy to have another incredible individual that can help us in our thesis endeavors. Because, oh boy, without you guys, it's been a nightmare. It's been such a nightmare. So I greatly appreciate having the help from the auntie too. Oh man, but I want it. You'll get it. It just won't come out the same way that I'm currently wearing it as. It's probably gonna have like a lot of gnawing marks by the end of this. So yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I have to eat out of this. Also, Crochet did send me like a picture from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs as a reference for it. So yeah, that's how this came to be. Let me get that going. Though on a condition that she wants to come and check out the ship sometime. Oh, absolutely. I'll help you get out. Wait, hey, stop it, Lux. Hey, wait, we gotta wait. It's too early for this. You guys can't be devouring the turkey. No, not everybody's even woken up yet. Stop it, Lux. Oh, no, there's a bite mark on the freaking drumstick. No, there's a whole bite mark on the drumstick. Lux, we just have to wait a little bit longer. No. Oh, God. It looks so funny, so you trapped in a chicken turkey suit. I don't want it to would be really cold inside because your slime's parts wood inside of it. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a fairly warm individual. Slimes aren't just purely cold. I have a core that does heat me up quite a bit. Otherwise, I would freeze completely into the vacuum of space, which some people do. Some slimes do. Violet slimes are a lot better at it than others, where they don't just completely freeze up in space. But some other slimes, oh boy, they would just instantly just harden. I'll have one side left to make. As far as I'm concerned, it's turkey time! Lux, please, no! We can talk about this. We can settle this. We can settle this with just maybe a couple more hours in the turkey outfit. I don't think it needs to be devoured right now. Please, just a moment of your guys' time. That's all I ask. I don't want the suit to be fully devoured at the moment. We could wait. The chicken suits. I'll say Mika's aunt can very much visit whenever they do please, because it would be nice, especially since they created so many wonderful appliances for us. Because now I don't have to worry about losing my singular TV or my singular microwave. I can now relax in peace. Okay, now we gotta draw the people over here. Let's get this going. Get some of these other very generic ooze designs drawn out. Very, very broad silhouettes, nothing too crazy. The most intriguing part of the tribunal is that you don't know whether or not they murdered the original incarnation of Nerevar. You can see all of the tribunal's grand achievements and always wonder if they murdered you once. Really? It's the original incarnation of Nerevar. Who's Nerevar specifically though, Zen? You can see all the tribunal's grand achievements and always wonder if they murdered you once. That's so interesting. I want to add some elements or some subtle elements with a lot of the divine entities within Elder Scrolls, just because the way they design their pantheon is so cool. And I've always been an Elder Scrolls, a bit of an Elder Scrolls fan, so I may need to look more into that. I need to rewatch a lot of lore videos. Ever since Koopa sent me that videos, Dark Souls stuff, I've been kind of binging on that, guys. But I may need to also just look more into like Greek mythology and other things while I'm just mindlessly drawing some of these scenes out. Thank you. I look forward to her meeting you as well. As luckily we don't have to worry about the size of the ship since already big enough. Oh yeah, we can host quite a few individuals within the Athesian. It is very, very spacious. Much more spacious to how it was prior to meeting you and all our wonderful Slimeverse crew too, Mike. Because our Artifician back then, oh boy. I mean, you guys have seen it, or at least Mika specifically saw it, where it was a lot smaller than how it is now. But it's way more spacious, and we have so many people to also thank for that, adding more of the defensive measures, thanks to Callahan, a lot more of the maintenance that Taka and all the other slimes have also added into the mix as well. Hollow being the lead health expert, the lead nurse and doctor. That's also created a lot more longevity for a lot of different crewmates. There's so many people that I am very thankful for joining our Slimeverse endeavors. No more head smacking ever since the incident with Callahan. True. I will say that this ship wasn't originally from Uzeus, but the fact that Callahan is just that tall, even for a ship that accommodates multiple different species in the Slimeverse, is crazy. Man, I am hungry. It would convenient turkey is here. Come here, big turkey. Get away from me! Strider! Why do you guys want to devour this turkey right now? We can't be doing this at the very moment. You guys know guys, no. Like I said, just a little bit of patience. And everybody here is just trying to get at us right now. Stop. Get away. And also, Turkey T would be very disappointed in what you guys are doing right now. If Turkey T wasn't fully in Mika's room right now and was actually aware of what was going on, they would be very, very disappointed. So, stop this. We can't do this at the moment. The big turkey, no. We gotta stop. I need to also move these little drawings here, too. I need to learn more about the Elder Scrolls lore as well. Get these feet, or these very broad feet shapes. They're super, super scuffed, but I'm not trying to spend too much time prepare for this. I'm just gonna nip. He won't notice. You think I won't notice? When Lex literally went for a bite and my whole drumstick just came off. The integrity of the suit is very, very fragile, guys. It's not something you can just take a little bite of and like not notice. It's very, very noticeable. So maybe we just gotta wait. Just all I ask is just waiting for a little bit, just a little bit of patience. But you guys are feral at the moment, very much so. The Nervar is a champion of the Daedra Azura. He was murdered by either Dagoth Ur or the Tribunal. There's a prophecy that the Nervar will reincarnate and unite Morrowind, but every known reincarnation gets murdered by Inquisitors. Your character is the most recent incarnation of this legendary hero. So in Morrowind, you play as them? You play as the champion of the Daedra Azura. Okay. Wow, they need to remake Morrowind. Because I would love to play that again. I know they redid Oblivion, but holy crap, if they remade a Morrowind, or I guess they did like a more graphical update or like some feature updates, that'd be pretty fun too. I was told the remake for Oblivion was good, but I could be wrong because I never played it. I played Oblivion a lot back in my childhood, back in my heyday, because it was like the first game I ever got on Xbox 360, right next to Brink, a game that I do not recommend anyone playing. The idea of it was pretty cool, but the actual execution of that game was piss. It was so bad. It was so bad. Me making regular food in between making sides. My mom telling me it's too early to eat. Lady, haven't eaten in 15 hours. Let me eat some breakfast. Yeah, do they just not know you guys are more of like night shift people? And they're just like, listen, my diet or my food cravings and tendencies are very different from other people. Like I even know like what Crochet tends to eat. I guess what Chick-fil-A will only having like breakfast pretty early on and not really having many like lunch options at that time does sound pretty unfortunate. But yeah, I hope they. It's weird that they don't understand that, or they may not understand some of the different diet or the eating tendencies for people that are more night shift individuals. I've noticed Big T has cassowary behaviors. Wait, why? How do you know that, or what was that specifically? How does this Big T have cassowary behaviors? Just stand still, you oversensitive. I'm not a chicken. I'm a turkey. It's a turkey suit. Get away from me, Strider. I'm not a chicken. No, I love Brink. It was my favorite game for a while as a kid. Brink? Are we talking about the same Brink then? Because I'm talking about like the shooter, like the FPS that like. Gameplay wise was a nightmare because it was super clunky, but idea wise was so cool, and I wish it succeeded because it was a really interesting game. Those that don't know Brink, honestly I don't remember too well, but Brink was like this FPS game that had like a whole campaign, and it was very similar to Titanfall 1. If you guys ever played the first Titanfall, where it had like a very multiplayer FPS PvP centric campaign, and depending on which side won would alter the effects for the next mission or the next map. And I thought that was pretty cool, but it never did well because the company that worked on that game had like not the best gunplay and not the best mechanics in that regard. And like when you're making a competitive shooter, you probably need you need like developers that know what they're doing in that sense. Otherwise you get like a game that feels fairly clunky. But I always liked the idea, and I just wish there was another developer or company that would make a similar IP. It just never succeeded. The closest we got was like Titanfall in a way, where you had like some pseudo online campaign for the first one, and you would like kind of have some different events occur depending on which side won. But it was never like the same extent that Brink was. So he's in captivity for his own good, for the good reasons. My dad has been working third shift 6 years, and I have 4 years. She still doesn't grasp the context. That's so strange to me, though, Lux. Yeah, like, because I know people that work third shift for a while, and yeah, like, it's just the common thing. You have a very, very different sleep schedule, and you eat food at a very different time than everyone else. It's just so odd that they haven't grasped that concept, though. And that's unfortunate to hear. I mean, like, just, you're your own individual, though, Lex. If you want to eat Thanksgiving at this time, and you want to eat some turkey, you want to eat some, I don't know, mashed potatoes and gravy, go for it. You're your own person, your own sentient being that has your own choices. It's just so odd. That is still very odd to me. Especially if it's been, what, like 6 years at least? And for you, 4 years? Oh god. Stop holding me, Mika! Give me a bite, I am hungry! No! Mika, keep Strider back! Keep Strider back! I just want mac and cheese. Oh my. I am a sucker for mac and cheese too. Mac and cheese is one of my guilty pleasures when it comes to food. Oh no. The gameplay was clunky, but the alternative stories and customization options... The customization was really good too. Yeah, being able to, like, customize your guy and having them have, like, different perks based around it, like, being, like, a much larger, tankier guy, or, like, a much lighter, faster guy. Like, all the ideas, Sen, I was a fan of. I just felt like the execution was not the best. But I wish somebody picked that IP up again. I doubt there'll ever be a company that does that, because it did feel fairly ambitious, but I feel like some devs could definitely make that work, and it'll be such a fun game to play through nowadays. They even had a few hypothetical maps for the timeline when your leaders horribly misinterpreted orders. Really? So they had a few hypothetical maps for that, like if something went terribly wrong, or like I guess the choices went another way. Also, to your question, I saw Big T started fly kicking to certain areas. Oh no, Big T, what are we doing? Where's Big T going? We need to find a way to kind of control that, especially around this time, because some people are very, very hungry at the moment, and I don't want Big T getting caught in the crossfire. Let me have this also drawn out. Sorry that these designs are anything too crazy, guys. I'm trying my best to just hurry up with them. I think that should be it, though. Yeah, that's all the ooze is kind of kneeling forward towards one of the shrines. I don't think there's anything else I can add here, so I feel fairly confident in moving on to the next scene. Yeah, I think we can. So let me go to... What's our next scene after this? Oh, the actual landscape for Uzayas turning into the more hostile, turning from the hostile environment to the more serene, peaceful area. So that's just another pseudo-environmental shot that we can kind of try to get drawn out. We doing Silver Thanksgiving, the UAE, got you. I have a treat for you. I get you I get turkey, but you get a turtle? You get a turkey? I'm good on that, Strider, considering this outfit is very, very uncomfortable, but I can't really get it out at the moment. I'm a-okay where I'm sitting at right now, so I'm fine. Don't worry about that. The trade will be declined. Also, he likes doing certain stances sometimes that are frightening. He likes doing certain stances? Like what? Like the kicks? I think it's because he senses everyone's malicious intent, so he's just getting ready to attack. Everyone for some reason, or some people are very, very hungry right now, understandably so, but there's other things we have in the Slimeverse that you can devour that aren't just the goddamn turkey. Big Turkey T needs to just chill, and I need to be away from some people that are just gnawing at the doorstep, very eager to devour us. Valis, you want me to stop giving me? I do not want you to give away my turkey. This turkey outfit will not be given away, no matter the consequences, or no matter what you guys will offer. I refuse. I refuse to give away the suit that Crochet forced onto me. Why? Actually, I don't have a good reason, but I cease to argue in that regard. Let me have more of these also worked in. I need to also work on this background design. It's going to be very, very basic, but I don't mind it too much. It's just something that needs to be like a placeholder, because this is going to have like 2 shots in mind where we're going to have like this more chaotic-y background turn into the more peaceful one. So I may just work on this one pretty quickly and pretty abstract while putting a bit more time into the second shots, because it's going to show a bit of a time lapse, a bit of a several eons ago or several eons later. We'll have the Uzayas that most people are fairly familiar with, or at least early Uzayas. So let us draw that in. Don't need to drink anymore. Found your candy stash. It looks weird for some reason. I don't have a candy stash. You may have wandered into somebody else's room, and if you did, that's really, really bad. That's not good. There's some rules that I have on the Athesian. One of them is to not venture into the captain's quarters, and under no regard can people venture into Moros as well. We've already ejected Lotus. I'm not afraid to eject more people from the Athesian. I feel sleepy. Oh no. I'll say you may need to go to rest. Away from my candy or I will smite you. Yeah, don't go into other people's quarters too. That's not nice. I have 2 very simple rules. And if you do disobey those rules, ejection will be imminent. And we will have to do it. I am not afraid to do it again. Oh god. Let me also have this here. Oh, what is this? Move that there. This is pretty simple. Uzeus is definitely, early Uzeus was not something that you guys would want to have lived within, especially with how hostile some of these environments were. Even as, like, obviously for a slime, this is pretty hostile and pretty bad. As a human even, you probably wouldn't want to be here either, too. Sleep lurk. Oh, God. The funnel. I'll throw that in there as well. I think that's okay. Silux's poor stash. You can't go into other people's rooms. That's just not good. Other people's rooms are not free reign to venture into. There we go. Get more of these little rocks. I know I haven't really been doing a good job making this kind of look slime-esque in a way, but I feel like in general we have like enough details here that are a bit more round and some that are a bit more jagged that we'll try to keep, because obviously Uzeus isn't only a purely slime material for a planet, it's also fairly crystal-like in its in some of the crust layers, just so some of the slimes have those tendencies to them as well, which is why we have stuff like Alluria. We have also the red god in their more crystal-like behavior, and even some other minor color groups within the Slimeverse will have some crystal-like tendencies to their name. You know the saying that the gods did the walk so we could run to this day? Yeah, the gods did do a lot of the heavy lifting within Uzeus' early time span, and a lot of people are very, very thankful for that. A lot of people kind of like diminish a lot of the things that the gods have done in early Uzeus time span, which I mean I don't know why, because a lot of them, I mean pretty much everyone wasn't there at the conception of Uzeus, so it's a little strange that there's been a lot of mass hysteria, a lot of propaganda. Let me work that. Okay. Just adding some small, like, subtle little grain to this little background right here. And then we can also flesh out the other parts. But yeah, time span-wise, guys, I don't know when we'll be fully done with everything here. My goal is still to try to get it done by like the first 2 weeks of December, because I originally planned on this being finished within this month, and I have been spending most of my time trying to draw out these assets within this month, but it's still taking a hot minute, and hopefully you guys can understand. I do appreciate everyone for being a bit more patient for this endeavor. It's just that I do want to make this video count, since it is something that will be a general reference for most people to tune into, so I do appreciate all the patience. It does suck, because I know some people have been very eagerly waiting some of the lore and details that we have been showing, and I do feel like some of the details that we will be talking about in this video are fairly broad, and it is aimed more towards people that don't know a lot about the Slimeverse or anything really. So in that regard, I do apologize if you guys are looking for like really, really deep and rich facts and details in regards to like some smaller, more specific things, especially like Pantheon stuff, because that was a very common thing that some people want to learn more about, and that's just something that I would need to touch on for a much broader topic later on in another video. Outside of that, like the Uzaic War and some tendencies within slime civilization, like the most nitty-gritty specifics of that will need its own video as well. So I will hope that you guys will at least like what we cook up here, and then in the future we will have other videos that will go more in detail for that, and hopefully some more skits, because I did enjoy the skits, and I know some of you wanted to voice act in those, and I do want to provide more opportunities for other people that are like excited for just, you know, like doing a little hand in voice acting and our little scuffed Slimeverse endeavors. And I've been appreciative for everyone that has taken their time to record other voice lines in that manner too. Let me add some noise to that. I think it's an okay background. Okay. That's there. Let me do the same thing over here, and then we'll just make another layer. A lot of jagged edges. So many jagged edges that need to be added to this little landscape, because for me, more triangular shapes always symbolize, I guess, danger or fear. Not sure if I'm really doing a good job at that with this little portrayal at the moment, but I feel like it's okay for the most part. I think it just shows a very vastly different landscape too. Uncle Valis, Lux is trying to stab me, probably for good reason. Probably because you dabbled in, you meddled yourself in affairs that you probably should not have dabbled in. So I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Oh no. Let me add some of these subtle details. Listen, Lux has been extremely capable and very resourceful when it comes to cleansing or quelling all the SANIs that have been within the ship, so I trust their judgments, despite some individuals being a bit more chaotic than others. What is the context of your little character to be encased in bread? It isn't bread. I will say it is a little turkey outfit that's crochet unfortunately jams me within. And it's Thanksgiving, so it's very feeding for this moment. I was going to try to give Crochet some meals, and unfortunately, they shoved me at this. So I don't really have to say in the matter. So I'm stuck here for the rest of the day, unfortunately. But I mean, it could be worse. I could be in that Forsaken maid outfit that I don't like talking about. So it's fine. It's generally fine. Beyblade Go. Beyblade Go? I don't know what that's... Are you referencing just a show from Beyblade, or are you just trying to shoot out your Beyblade and spin it? Is that what you're doing? Let me have that. How do I get these rocks? Why is the turkey gooey? Because I'm in it! Because I'm in the turkey! I'm a slime myself, so it's gonna be... some goop is gonna be in there. Or in here, that I'm inside. You can't be in the cursed outfit anymore because Gaia has that. That's true. And for some reason, people keep trying to seek it out, Mike. I don't know why people are so, like, prone to try to, like, find that cursed object. Maybe they themselves want to get possessed by it. Maybe there's, like, some other reasons. They want to, like, do their own spookathon. But if they want to do their own spookathon, they could just make their own outfits that's definitely not cursed and have a lot more fun. But I don't know. For some reason, people keep trying to get the maid outfit. And to this day, it baffles me. It baffles me for no reason. Beyblade jump attack? Oh no. Got Striders trying to throw in their Beyblade into the mix. Okay. That's done right there. Now we got to do this little landscape right here, and then we should be A-okay. So let me add this little background with all these globules rising from the pores of Uzais itself. Good luck, because they're never going to have it. I hope they never do obtain it. I mean, if it's in Gaia's hands, it's very, very trustworthy hands. I don't think they'll ever really get a hold of the cursed maid outfit, which is a good thing. Nobody should have their hands on that at all. But for some reason, people are just still going to find a way. Serious question, why are you in a turkey suit? I've said it before. I've said it before, Strider. And I think I just said it legit like 5 minutes ago or like 3 minutes ago. Especially from an ancient indigo, don't want to freak with that. Oh yeah. And the thing is, Mika, you can say whatever, like, stuff like that. It's like, oh, like, don't mess with this person. They're very, very powerful. They will corrupt your mind, or they will find really creative ways to ruin you or to stop you from getting it. But they don't care. They don't care for some reason. We can warn them all we want, Mika, and they will still keep trying for some forsaken reason. They'll keep trying, and they will get very much so punished. Same thing with the Observer. Same thing for the Observer. They want to romance the Observer. They want to become the Observer's best friend, and they're just going to be walking into the fire, turning themselves into kitchen appliances. And it's horrific. It's absolutely horrific. me have that pour there. Trying to get these pours worked out the best way. Okay. I am so bad with ellipses, but I feel like these are generally fine. I used to do a lot of these warm-ups in the past. Like every day I would do these line warm-ups before I would start streaming and start drawing as a whole, just because it does get your arm actually warmed up and you are able to get some line gestures out more comfortably. And if you do a lot of line gesture warm-up routines, guys, you start learning which angles you're really comfortable in and what angles you're not so comfortable in. I'm still not like fully certain at which angle I'm like very good with, but like something like this, like when you're going from this start point to this direction, I feel fairly confident I could always do like these strokes and not worry too much. But if it's the opposite way, or if it's something like an upward angle like this, I will always struggle. So I tend to like change my canvas around sometimes if I need to get like a certain angle like that going. But yeah, warm-ups do help in that regard. At least they help me. I know some people, they can do like multiple angles and not really struggle at all, but for me it is a nightmare. You may have an eldritch slang word, but I have dynamites. Ah, yes! The frantic dynamites! I mean, that could do damage to somebody. I don't know who, but it will do damage to somebody. You know the saying? Well, unfortunately, we've warned them so many times they need consequences. Yeah, there's not much we can do after a certain point, Mika. You freak around, you find out. Oh yeah, you freak around, you will get punished. You will get punished, whether if it's for Gaia or some divine entity, it will occur. House Telvanni and Morrowind believe if you're powerful enough to do something, you should be able to do it. When it's time for them to recognize you as the Nerevar, you can skip their request and just kill them. What? Their death will just be a vote in your favor. It's perfectly legal and even expected for some of them? That's interesting. You should be able to. So since you are, since they view you as the Nerevar, they're fully convinced in the fact that your actions are just, or since you're strong enough, you should be able to do something. That's interesting. That's very interesting, because that touches upon so many different like subjects. Some that are like Lovecraftian in a way too, where like there's like a sense of helplessness. But for the House Telvanni, it sounds like they're more so willing. Where it's like, oh yeah, if you're strong enough to do this, then you have more than a right to do that. That's so. That's a very interesting group of people. There's so many like fun, or not fun, but like very like interesting to learn groups in Elder Scrolls and like other media where they have like their own tendencies that I always want to study from, because I would never create a group like that within my own fictional settings. And that's why I'm very appreciative of like some of the ideas that you guys tend to throw out for the Slimeverse or just other stuff as a whole, because there's so many things that just wouldn't come to me. Like a group of elites or a group of individuals within a house or like a household that just believe if you're strong enough you should do something, aka like just murdering them if you have that kind of power. Like that's crazy to me. But I mean, it's a strong belief, I guess, that they have in that game or in that group. So that's quite interesting. They don't believe you're the Nerevar. They just believe you're stronger than their archmages, and that should be respected and praised. Oh, so they don't even believe you're the Nerevar? That's so. Oh my. That's even more eye-opening. So it's not even like somebody that's like a divine entity will result in them being like, oh yeah, like since you are like that powerful, you can just do whatever you please. It's just even somebody that's just like a slightly stronger mage or someone that has like a bit more of arcane proficiency, that they'll classify you as strong enough to do whatever you please. Huh. Am I the youngest follower here? Probably Strider. You may be, but I know there are other young individuals too in our Slimeverse endeavors. I just if you're talking about Twitch, probably, but if you're talking about like YouTube or like as a whole, there's definitely people that are probably younger that have watched or engaged in our content as well. We got these pores also drawn in. Okay, let me get these going. But I'm gonna say you're opening a whole can of worms for me, Zen, because I do very much appreciate Elder Scrolls lore. I just haven't watched any of it in a while, and I need to, because I know some of the inspirations that I have for some of the Pantheon stuff. I want to like take elements from the Daedra as a whole, and there's a lot of really well-written characters in Elder Scrolls as a whole and other medias. I'm not gonna just take from like one IP, but I definitely want to like study a bit more, like get a bit of a reminder from there. Like, one of the big things, too, was also some of the gods or some of the Daedra have, like, their own plane. Like, I remember, like, what her scene is, like, an eternal hunting ground. I was like, oh, wow, that could probably fit somebody, like, some entity within the Slimeverse. Like, some form of, like, their own domain that fits in a regular sense like that. Like, some form of hunting grounds. Same with, like, Amiri, like, having, like, the Dreamscape is, like, their own sort of domain, too. I'm sure other gods have stuff like that we can also include within the Slimeverse. Let's see. I'm done collecting mods. I shall wait for them to be done downloading, and then I shall start furnishing. Let's go. So, did you get like a lot of more sci-fi heavy mods, Mike? What kind of rooms are you gonna be working on? Like, is there a general theme that you have going on? Alice, why don't I have a room? Because I don't think you're officially recognized in the Slimeverse lore, Strider. At least I don't think you have a Slimeverse OC. So you wouldn't have your own room. Let me have this here. Okay. We have more of these pods to work on. I mean, this is pretty chill, though. Like I said, a lot of lining up is going to be happening around this time. And then once all these are done, we can just very much move on to coloring it in. In terms of the scripts, we have, like, generally, I'd say, probably like 40% of it fairly revised. We still need to draw or like write most of the essentials when it comes to the slimes themselves and the oozes, and I'm gonna like slightly refer to the Oozaic Wars because it is such an important event that does occur within our Slimeverse endeavors, and I need to have that written up a little bit. I don't know how much I'm gonna draw in that regard for those and how many assets we already have pre-existing that we can show for the video, but we'll see. I feel like we're generally okay on a lot of different assets. It's just for the slime section and the ooze section, I need to do some environmental shots where the oozes are just, you know, an everyday occurrence. They're just doing their day-by-day stuff, or like same with the slimes as well. People are sometimes sent to her scenes a sacred hunting ground as part of a trial to become a werewolf. Yes, I do know that as well, especially because it was referenced in Skyrim too. Let's see. So yeah, it's not my job to make Slime OC. It's your job. It's not my job to make your Slime OC. It's not my job at all. You guys, if you want to like make your own character in the world, you are more than welcome to do that. It's my job to just give ideas and like also work on that. You owe me an arts. That's true. That is true. I do still owe you an artwork as well. I will work on that after this is complete. Unfortunately, the mod engine I'm using doesn't have any sci-fi ones. Oh, so there are no sci-fi ones in that one? That's a bit unfortunate. But hopefully, at least whatever furnishings you do work on, it's still a lot of fun. Are you going to be using those shots in a scene for one of your, like, maybe comic moments or some, like, OC stuff in particular, Mike? Or are you going to be doing something else in that regard? Or are you just going to be generally studying the scenes? Here we go. Let's get more of these also. Running creators who have been making the muds haven't unplugged any sci-fi. Okay. So there is no sci-fi? Has Sims ever had any sci-fi stuff as a whole? Because I feel like they should have, no? Like, you should have some sci-fi stuff as a mod for The Sims. Because I thought they had, like, so many different, like, expansions. I believe they've had collabs before, too. For different stuff. I thought they would have had some sci-fi things. So that would have been like a little fitting, but maybe there's like other games too where you can like design your own sci-fi environments. And if you're good enough or you're really creative, you can always have like Blender and you can make like your own assets one-to-one there too. So that's something that can be also worked on. I made a church way back when. I think I've showed it to you guys for my domain universe, and it was just loosely based off a skeleton that I designed in Blender. I still don't really know how to use Blender to this day because I did that for like a one-time thing, and I was like trying to follow a tutorial on how to like merge some shapes around. So I was trying to like loosely block things up in a different angle. So that was something that I did work on. It was a lot of fun. It just took me forever. It took me probably like a whole week to render that one out. But it was really cool because it showed some like subtle world building for the world that I was working on with Hades way back when. I would say Fateborn is a really old universe. And by really old, I think it's like just 5-ish years now. Well, they do, but not the type we want. Also, we'll see what happens. What strikes me. Okay. So they don't have, like, they have some sci-fi assets, just not the ones in particular that we would want to include for the Slimeverse. That's interesting. That's really interesting to know about. Let me have this right here. Okay. Let me work more on that. Okay. We have more of the droopy effects here. I just want to make something that's a bit more wavy too. And we'll see how that goes. Though with permission, it'd be really funny if I make some characters of the Slimeverse characters. If I make some characters like our official Slimeverse characters, Mika, or do you want to make like new ones for the Sims? Like, do you want to include like Callahan and Mika in your Sims campaign and your Sims playthrough? Because I mean, if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. Okay. Okay, pores are done. We have the spheres right here too. So next up, I can add this as well. We'll add our little background to this piece, and we should be able to move on to the next one. Oh, we also do these slimes here. Let me do these primal versions of the baby slimes. Do the official ones with the Sims. Go for it, Mike. Absolutely, go for it. If you want to have, like, just some of us chilling in your Sims household, then you have more than my permission to go for that, too. I would love to see what crazy antics some of the characters get into. Oh, no. I feel like a lot of people have done that in the past, too, with different characters. I think Crochet has done that with some of her D&D party members. I'm pretty confident about that one. I don't know if you guys have either. Like, if anyone has dabbled in the Sims as a whole, have you guys just thrown in some of your OCs into the mix? Have you done like a band of party members that you've been part of, whether if it's D&D, Pathfinder, or other TTRPGs? Because that could be pretty fun. Including some of the mods, you can make your sense feel more alive. Ooh, I see. You happy Thanksgiving, Mel? Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hey, Koopa. Welcome, Koopa. It's nice to see you. I hope you're not taking the hole anymore, Koopa. We are very much celebrating Thanksgiving at the moment by just drawing more Slimeverse stuff and talking about Sims and potentially throwing some of our Slimeverse characters into a Sim setting, courtesy of Mike. But I hope you're doing well, Koopa. How's the day treating you? Are you still cooking stuff up, or have you guys prepared like enough of the meals? We got a lot of the prep work made yesterday. We still have like some things that still need to be cooked for today, but overall it's been pretty lax. Been done digging the hole, thank goodness. About to start the fire for the turkey. I see. Let's go. I hope that goes very, very well. We got to get that juicy turkey going. How long are you going to be cooking them for? I think you said for like 4 hours the last time you were talking about it. And also, if you are just listening to us, Koopa, for long story short, I've been shoved into a turkey suit because of Crochet. I was going to give some meals to Crochet, and she ended up saying, "You must embrace your inner bird blue self." And then this got thrown onto me. So, yeah, it's been a little uncomfortable, a little like stuffy in here. I'm a little itchy, but overall, I'm chilling. Turkey is still marinating, so once the fire goes down and hot coals are left, we'll be lowering the turkey down. I see. Okay. So you're still having the turkey marinate. That's good. I wonder, yeah, we've had our turkey out for a minute marinating as well, but we are just going to throw that into the oven, so it probably won't taste nearly as good as your guys' specialty, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's food we end up getting fully finished, because I know there's still a couple dishes that some people within our family are preparing. I just don't know fully what the whole menu is going to be. I finished my part yesterday and I got that prepared. It's just I know other family members are trying to make their own signature dishes as well. Just careful around Triple T, he may get upset. Yeah, Triple T is still in the same safe confinement of Mika's quarters, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But for some reason, some individuals were getting really hungry, and they themselves are trying to devour my turkey suits, which is understandable because some people haven't eaten in 15 hours, and other people are just very feral. So I've been having to try to fight back against it for the moment. Also, Val, I put an out of context clip in your meme section. Oh, did you, Koopa? Was it for stream? Was it from Sonic's? I think I saw sticks for the thumbnail. I may know specifically what you're referencing, but I need to see that too. But thank you for sending that. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. haven't been able to see too much of the Slimeverse endeavors or just anything that the community has been sending the last couple hours, just because I have been working on this. But I do appreciate you sending that too. Whenever you want. Got you. I will be seeing that then. I will be seeing that. Because all I've really been binging on video-wise has just been more VAT videos. But I need to see some other things, because I know Zen's been talking about some Elder Scrolls stuff, and I even said that some Elder Scrolls things are going to be included, or some inspirations from the Daedra, the Aedra, and even now the Tribunal, from what Zen's been talking about before. We'll probably have some elements within the Pantheon as well, so I may be binging on some lore videos in that regard too. Just because I used to know a lot about Elder Scrolls lore, but I kind of haven't brushed up my knowledge on it forever. So I will be getting some more lore binging session as we get some of this stuff drawn out too. But thank you for sending that out of clip context. So, or that clip that's out of context as well. We're going to get this drawn out. Also, just a heads up, there's a mod where your sim can start drama out of nowhere. For some reason, I think we need that mod. Mika, did you download it? Please tell me you did. Because I would love to see some individuals within the Slimeverse just being very prone to starting some drama. Here we go. Let me work on this here too. Okay. I'm trying to get this cube drawn out in the angle that it should be in, but it is taking a bit of a second. Once these cubes are drawn out, the background's drawn out, so we can at least move on to the other scene. I am trying to speedrun some of these, just because I feel like the line art, and since these aren't going to be spent too much time on screen, really matter too much, which is why I'm trying to cut some corners. I think overall it's fine, but it could be a little bit better. So that would be interesting, though. It would be funny if I make a separate household just for the gods. Let me go double check, because I can download it. Okay. I would love to see somebody moments start arising from the gods too. And Amiga, if you do end up playing that or you do want to design that, I will ask, are you going to be streaming that too? Because I would love to see just all the chaos set in. And I'm sure other people here too would love to see just their different Sims characters or their different like Slimeverse OCs, just seeing what knickknacks or situations they'll be getting into. So let me put this here too. Also, have you played more Baldur's Gate? Let me add this as well. Okay, Cube! Cube has been drawn. All these slime individuals are drawn too. We need to draw the background, and then we'll be fine. We'll be able to move on. Okay. One final thing. If I'm allowed to stream, that's the question, because it's heavily modder. Oh, I see. No, I got what you mean. So wait, can you not stream modded Sims? Well, I guess the mods, maybe it depends the mods? Do they allow you to stream modded games, guys? Is that not a thing? I thought you could, but maybe not. Because maybe there is like some rules for that. I know, at least for Fear and Hunger, that's a game that needs to be modded to be streamed, specifically because there's like some things that you can't show on Twitch. But I thought you could. Or maybe there's like specific mods that you can't just have or can't showcase. I posted the concept of Nervar's death at the hands of the Tribunal and not my art. It's not canon, but it's basically canon. Oh, so it wasn't made by like the devs, but it, like the depiction is pretty close to what it should be said. Thank you as well. We will be tuning into that. We will be looking at that as well, just because I wouldn't want to see more of any like divine entity for reference. So I will be looking into that a bit more too. Thank you for that, Zen. Thank you. Let me get a glimpse of that as well once this is done. Okay. I played recently, but it's with some friends, and we accidentally had a big party, blank, because the goblins wrecked our butts? Wait, you had a big party and the huh? Wait, like the goblins wrecked. There was goblins in Sims? Oh no, was that sorry, that wasn't Sims. That was for Baldur's Gate, right? That was for Baldur's Gate, because with some friends we accidentally had a big party because the what was a big party kill? TPK. Cutting some firewood now. I'm gonna make a fire because it's surprisingly cold at the moment. I see. Over here, it's still fairly warm. I want to go look at the mod and immediately already went to low-hanging fruits. Cleo, is this you? No. Cleo's already just ready to start some petty drama. So it's cold where Koopa is. It's really, I wish it was cold over here. It's like fairly warm. But to be fair, at least in my room, when I do stream, my little captain's quarters, it tends to be a bit hotter than everywhere else. But I mean, a big part of that just comes from the computer that I do tend to stream from, it tends to make this room a bit more stuffy, which is not helping with our little turkey suit that we're also using. So yeah, that's pretty fun indeed. Let me move the fan over my direction really quickly. Give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hopefully that should always be facing my direction. But the thing is, it's usually not too hot in the beginning, but then once the computer starts warming stuff up around us, then it becomes a bit of a problem. I send too many arts in a Not My Art channel. That's all good, Strider. I'm fed. Nice. That's good to hear, Lux. Lux now has food in their digestive system. That's very, very lovely to hear. I guess not lovely, but it's very, very nice to hear. But nice. Did you get some mac and cheese? Did you get other stuff to eat too, Lux? What'd you have for food? Let's see. Let me send you it because it's hilarious. Oh, did you send it to me, Mike? Cleo's, is this you? Immediately started low-hanging fruits. We have The Sims going on right now. That would be a banger stream, though. Like, just having everyone's Slimeverse characters in the same household could be absolutely chaotic. The picture was made by the developers with the intention of it being canon. Oh, but it didn't make it to the final game. They never give a concrete answer for who killed Indoril Nerevar. Oh, I see. Okay, so it was made by the devs, but it never made it to the game. I got mac and cheese and a few bites of black-eyed peas. My buddy doesn't know what to do with food. Oh, I see. But I mean, at least you were able to get the mac and cheese that you wanted, though, Lux. That's good. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, Mike also says DM. Let me check the DMs. Oh no. This is giving Cleo. What are you mad about? Oh, wait, so this is what Mike sent me. This is giving Cleo vibes. What are you mad about this time? We never woohoo anymore. I have needs. We've turned into the boring couple. Oh my god. We never woohoo anymore is crazy. I'm gonna say that is... I can see that fitting under Cleo's general vibes too. That is diabolical. That is absolutely diabolical. What the hell? I have to go look for hoops, and if I'm allowed to, I'll definitely do it. Okay. I just didn't know it was that troublesome to stream like modded Sims or anything like that. Because I know some games need to be modded to be streamed, but I didn't know if you mod some other things, it'll be in trouble. I guess I know Final Fantasy is an issue with that, right? Because if you stream your game with any mod, I believe you'll get in trouble. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know Final Fantasy is really, really heavy with that. So maybe some other games are a bit more censor heavy, where it's like, oh, like you can do it, just don't record or show yourself in the process of doing that. So I guess I should have realized that too. But the mac and cheese sounds absolutely delicious. I need to get some. I've made mac and cheese in the past, guys. I tell you what, I take pride in that too. It's a lot of stirring and making your own sauce, but it tastes very, very lovely. Better than Chick-fil-A. I will say that. If you love Chick-fil-A mac and cheese, my mac and cheese is way better. Way, way better. I will stand by that statement. But let me have this right here too. I was kind of upset that I couldn't make it for this Thanksgiving because somebody else was making a different pasta dish, which was fine. I focused more on the desserts, and I guess that's okay because I also do enjoy making desserts too. It's just I definitely was in the mood for some mac and cheese, but it's whatever. I know some of the other dishes that have been made are gonna be really, really tasty too. Boo! Ah! I've been scared by Strider. If I remember, I've been informed that Sims, the brand, has been sold to another company? Another company bought Sims? Really? It's not owned by EA anymore? I mean, that's potentially a good thing, since EA isn't a good company at all. I remember it won, like, Worst Company of the Year, like, several years in a row, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't feel bad at all for that, but I never would have guessed they would sell the rights to Sims for somebody else. Maybe EA is just doing terrible, but I thought they made a lot of bank from their sports games. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, we're done with this one, guys, though. That's the good news. Now we gotta draw another scene where it's just the same landscape, but it's more so like early-ish, steampunk-ish era for the Slimeverse era, or for the Slimeverse as a whole. So that's something we're going to be working on. I hear Costco has good mac and cheese. I've never been to Costco, Koopa. I've never been to Costco, but if they do have good mac and cheese, I will probably stand by that. Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. What boogie Chick-fil-A do? What bougie Chick-fil-A do you have? I mean, Chick-fil-A mac and cheese, a lot of people are a huge fan of that one, or at least from over here. A lot of people in our near circle are a big fan of that mac and cheese, and I can make it, but way better. I will stand by that statement to this day, Lux. I guess usually Chick-fil-A is pretty consistent depending where you go to, but maybe there's some other places don't have as good of Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. Let me start working on this too. I might send in way too many arts. If you have Strider, I may not be able to showcase all of them, unfortunately, but I will like just scroll through like one or two. I don't live that far from you, Valis. Oh God, you don't? You don't? Listen, like some Chick-fil-A's may not be as good as others. I don't know. Maybe. I have no clue. EA was bought by Saudi Arabia. Since when? Did they really get bought by Saudi? I did not know. If I remember, I've been informed that Sims. So it did, huh? That's so strange. So maybe they don't want They don't want their game to be live streamed, or they don't want the game to be live stream modded. That's so odd. Well, all I'm saying is, Lex, is maybe whichever Chick-fil-A you maybe frequent to may not be like the same one as over here, but I mean, I will stand by it. The mac and cheese at Chick-fil-A is really good, and the one that I make supersedes that, surpasses that as well. Wait, really? Apparently so. I apparently got bought by Saudi. EA was bought. Let me see if I can. I don't want to. Actually, no, I believe Zen. I'm not even going to look it up. It happened in September of this year. That's crazy. So, I mean, it's understandable too, because some of these big developers were just making so many flops, like so many games that were pushed out by them were just not doing well at all. But I always thought that EA was doing okay just because they had like a lot of money from their sports games. Like I thought people would buy like a lot of stuff from FIFA, like FIFA packs or Madden and whatnot, but maybe not. Maybe it actually wasn't doing as well as I thought they were in the past. So I mean that's crazy. I know Saudi and specifically Tencent, like China, like both of those places have been like buying a lot of like Western developers. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe whoever does own them at least pushes better IPs and better games. Because I know for at least Ubisoft, a lot of the stuff that they have been pushing out the last few years have been really bad. Like there's been like a whole big controversy around the last Assassin's Creed. Like that was a game that didn't do too hot either. I didn't really care too much about that because I stopped playing Assassin's Creed around Unity, but I know there were a lot of people that were a big fan of that franchise too. I don't frequent Chick-fil-A as much as I used to. The new chicken they changed to is ass. Really, Lux? I mean, to be fair, Lux, I haven't been to Chick-fil-A like probably in maybe a month. Maybe it's probably been more than a month, probably like 2-ish months now. But last time I had a chicken sandwich, it was good. But to be fair, if you're somebody that always goes to Chick-fil-A, actually I'm not saying, I don't know how frequently you used to go to Chick-fil-A, Lux, but I guess if somebody did have that a lot of time, and then they can probably notice the difference. But I haven't been there in forever, or like, and by forever I haven't been there in 2 months. I don't know why I'm saying forever, but yeah, that's interesting though. I didn't notice a quality shift in their food, but that could just be because I don't frequent to it as much. Those games stopped making money because the customers walked away. EA thought they'd always buy, but they were wrong. I see, Koopa. So, I mean, is there any competitors to like FIFA and Madden though? I mean, I just never. I'm not too well versed in the sports game community. I really don't care too much about the sports game community, but I just always thought that, yeah, that was like their big crutch for making a lot of funds or like making a lot of profits was just through the sports community. The fact that they actually left is crazy because they were accepting slop. Like I will never understand people that do buy like the new Madden or the new FIFA every year because it's the same game. It's literally like the same game over and over and over again. Like I never understood that at all. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not their target audience when it comes to sports games and whatnot. Saudi Arabia is my neighbors. Got you, Strider. So I mean, hey, they bought EA. I mean, that's something. maybe EA will have some maybe good games afterwards. What is the newest stuff that EA has released? Does EA still own DICE, like Battlefield 6? Because I've heard a lot of good stuff from Battlefield 6. Is it still owned by EA? Let me check. Let me check that one. Battlefield 6 publisher? Battlefield 6 publisher? EA. Okay, so EA does publish Battlefield. I mean, that one was a good game, and that was like one of the newer ones. Sega Sonic Slam, my beloved. Oh, was a Sega Sonic Slam. That is, I never even heard of that game. Is it Sega Sonic Slam? Is that like the competitor to Mario Strikers, Space Buns? Like a really old the Mario soccer game? Or my bad. In other countries, football. My bad. not soccer. I forgot that for some forsaken reason, we in the US love to call it soccer, when in other places it's just called football, which makes more sense. I don't know why. Because then football over here is the football that most places in the world don't really play. As far as I know, no, FIFA has an exclusive contract with EA. EA became too big to succeed due to how much development costs spiked. Oh. So if FIFA has an exclusive contract with EA, EA became too big to succeed. So how much development cost spiked. That's interesting too. Sonic? Was Sega is Sonic not part of Sega Soccer Slam? Okay, now I gotta look up Sega Soccer Slam. What is this? I've never heard of this. Sega Soccer Slam console game. What is this? What is this? I've never seen this game in my life. What the hell? Sega Soccer Slam on the PS2. There's no Sega characters in here at all. What is this? That's so interesting. I've never played a game like this. Wow. In here I thought it was just like the competitor to Mario Strikers, where you just had like a lot of beloved Sega IPs just duking it out. What? I didn't know that. Wow, that's interesting. There's so many PS2 games that I just do not know about. You know, pisses me off a lot. They say Sonic is a ripoff of Dragon Ball. It's not. Who says Sonic is a ripoff of Dragon Ball? Have people been saying that? I guess I'm not too deep into the Sonic community to really have heard those allegations. I guess because what Sonic can go into like a golden state. Wasn't Golden Sonic supposed to be a reference to Super Saiyan? Like who did it first? Was it Golden Sonic, or was it Super Saiyan? Like, was it just Dragon Ball Z? Like, I understand that like they're still not the same forms, but I know for a lot of like early creators do reference heavily Dragon Ball Z for like power-ups, or they'll reference like other beloved IPs with their own power-up moves, but that doesn't mean that they're one-to-one like that. It just means it's like a pseudo-inspiration. Like, Dragon Ball Z did not patent the golden power-up transformation at all. PS2 game I used to have, couldn't play it, but I had fun. Okay. I just didn't know that was the case. Ooh, with your new emulator-esque device that you will have, Space Buns, will it be able to run that game? Like, will you be able to play the Sega Soccer Slam? Little do they know, Dragon Ball ripped off Journey to the West. Ooh. There's always a ripoff from somewhere else. There's always another OG inspiration when it comes to different designs. I mean, a lot of the greats have always taken ideas from other creators and whatnot. It's really hard to have like a purely unique idea. I mean, look at our pantheon and some of the stuff from the Slimeverse. Like, I specifically am trying to take inspiration from Hades as well, and how they have like the boon system and whatnot. Like, I'm not like no shame to show that. Like, I very much just taken inspiration from Hades and like other games and IPs that I personally enjoy, and I've just taken inspiration for that, and a bunch of other creators do the same thing. Dragon Ball did it first, I see. Okay. I just looked up more details. It was bought by Jared Kushner's affinity partners in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's public investment fund funded the purchase. I don't know how seriously to take most of these articles. Okay. I just didn't know it was bought by Saudi Arabia, though, or at least pseudo, like indirectly, it seems like Zen. That's so interesting to me, because I only saw that Ubisoft wasn't doing so well in the gaming industry, and they ended up going bankrupt, and was bought by Tencent, I believe it was Tencent. I didn't know that EA was also suffering. I mean, but that's what happens. That's what happens when you just don't make enough good games for a targeted audience, or like some games just flop. If you flop for several years, you're just gonna keep bleeding money. It is what it is, you know. It's a very competitive market, and when you see like other developers, like really small, like AA or indie devs making stuff like Baldur's Gate, Clair Obscur, and Hollow Knight, Silksong, right? Like you're making games like this, Hades as well. Notice actually how many games for the Game of the Year this year were nominated that weren't AAA games. Was it everything? Because Clair Obscur was indie, but it's like a pseudo AA. Hades was indie. What were the other games? Silksong was indie. I can't think of the other ones. I'm sure there was like 5 as a whole that were nominated, but I remember those 3 were all indie studios, and like that speaks volumes. Because people would be like, "Oh, gaming's dying. The AAA devs aren't like doing well. Like all these games suck." But like indie devs have always been thriving ever since like a long time ago, 360 era, even before that. You have several teams of 3 and you play the ball feet game. There was also one game mode where you kind of fight, I think. I see. The drama mode has been downloaded. Thank you for that too, Mike. Thank you for updating me on that as well. Probably if I find a PS2 emulator. Okay. Oh no. Let's see. Little did they know, Dragon Ball, yeah. You know, Hypersonic came 10 years before Ultra Instincts. Indies will take over the industry. I don't follow the game awards because it literally turned into the Oscars. Yeah, that's fair. I tend to follow the game awards specifically though, because it is something that is a bit of a social gathering that I tend to do with some of my friends. Like every year, I think it's like been like the last like 3, maybe like 3-ish, 5-ish years, we've been just like taking that time around to kind of just, you know, tune in and just hang out as friends and just watch more so the reveals. At least for me, I'll be honest, I don't care too much who wins Game of the Year, just because I mostly just watch for the game reveals, at least nowadays. But I mean, yeah, it's fair. It has become more of like a glorified Oscars where like a bunch of like companies are just kind of like just giving their own awards and just handing it out like as more like a, not like a pity thing. I don't know the specifics for it, but yeah, it has turned more in that regard. What does AAA mean? AAA is just like official developers, like developers that work under a publisher that have like a lot of funds. It's usually like just developers that have like a really large budget to make beloved IPs, like the OG Assassin's Creed, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Call of Duty. Like these are all made from developers that work under a big publisher. But nowadays, the AAA is just basically a sign for most people to just stray away from a game, because most AAA devs nowadays push out a lot of slop, a lot of really poorly rushed and poorly made games that a lot of people just aren't a fan of. Specifically, Black Ops 7, I was told, wasn't well received either. It had like a lot of bad negative reviews, and they strayed away from what Call of Duty was originally. I genuinely didn't really play too much COD until like I think I stopped around Black Ops 2, and then I haven't really kept in line with that ever since. But yeah, a lot of AAA devs just have like a much higher budget than other studios like indie devs and whatnot. When they mean the industry's dying, they mean the corpus. They don't realize. Yeah, like when they're saying the industry's dying, it's more so like AAA devs are just not pushing out good games. But in reality, like there's so many just big developers, not big developers, but big IPs that still exist and are very, very still well appreciated. Like Hades 2 is my personal game of the year. I know Claire's gonna get it. Even like a lot of studios, like it does deserve game of the year, especially with how well the story was told. But for me, my personal pick is Hades 2, just because it's shaped a lot of my interests for this year, and I've greatly enjoyed a lot of the story and gameplay elements that it has. There's so many like really, really beloved indie titles that should have gotten recognized too. That works. The big cheese developers, the ones that have both time and funding. Yes, the big cheese developers. That is basically what AAA is. But back in the day, back in my day, back during the 360 PS4-ish era, there were a lot of good IPs. Obviously, not all the IPs were like goated and like really well done, but like back then, AAA actually stood for something. AAA now just basically is just a warning sign to not buy their game. which does suck because some games are still really, really well done. Like, I would say, like, the new Battlefield, I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I used to play a lot of FPSs back in the day, but I just, I don't really feel like getting those games nowadays, unfortunately. I'll never forget to that pirate game Ubisoft said was, oh, the quadruple, what wasn't it, Skull and Bones, Koopa? It said it was quadruple A, it flopped. I know exactly what you're saying. It was like the first ever, they were touting it as like quadruple A game, and it was ass. It was so bad. Oh my god. I can't believe you remember that too. I mean, I guess that wasn't too long ago. That was still fairly recent. But yeah, those games were terrible. Just so many bad investments. The thing that gets me, Koopa, and I guess I'm sure like a lot of you could maybe agree to this, is like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell these AAA developers what the community wants, right? Like I could like even like suggest like 3 or 4 games to Ubisoft that would at least make some form of profit into their initial investment. Like I guess Nox would agree with me. Like maybe like a new Rayman game would probably be something that a lot of people, like a lot of the OG fans, would probably love. You get like the right developers behind that, and boom, you'll make like another beloved 3D platformer that you will already have a cemented audience. I guess, well, maybe not another Assassin's Creed because all the Assassin's Creeds have been terrible, but maybe you work more on what's another IP that they Beyond Good and Evil. Yes, Beyond Good and Evil is another one too. That was another beloved IP that they said was gonna get like a sequel, and then that never got a sequel. Like that's another game that could have done really well. I'm trying to think of some other older Ubisoft games, like Raving Rabbids. I've never been a too big fan of, but I know that was something that a lot of people liked back during like the Wii era too. It was a worse version of Sea of Thieves. Yeah, Skull and Bones was terrible. I never played it, but I saw people play it, Zen. It was so bad. I heard a lot of good things about Sea of Thieves too, but I never played Sea of Thieves. I wanted to maybe play it at some point because I've seen a lot of streamers play it and it looked like a lot of fun, but I've never really dabbled in that game. There's so many good games to really go through. It's so tricky. And I will say this, like AAA devs or like big publishers in the West are kind of dwindling, but like big publishers in the East are still doing fine, right? Like if you see like Capcom's games, Square Enix's games, Sega's games, who else? Atlas. Like if you ever see games like that in the modern day, like these last couple years, those games still do very, very well. I feel like it's just some form of like cultural shift that occurred with some of these developers within the West versus the East that kind of just made a lot of games not really do too hot, unfortunately. Let me have this going right there. Though industry plants are trying to control indies now, like how they get mad at Team Cherry. Yes, you're so right about Koopa. They got mad at Silksong. They got mad at Baldur's Gate as well, because they were trying to tell people like, oh, this should not be the standard for big publisher corporations to have so much money, because we're like constricted on time and stuff like that, like yada yada. It's like, well, maybe the people that are in charge of these big publishers probably shouldn't be the ones that are in charge of the publishers. I think I said it before, but like all the big companies back in the day that were successful was because people that were passionate about the games and actually worked as developers were usually the ones that were in charge of it. Same with like Blizzard. They had like one of the original like Blizzard devs became the CEO, and then eventually when I think Activision got a hold, they ended up going on a huge downward spiral. It just sucks. I'm just somebody that was very, very passionate about a lot of different games growing up, and just seeing what happened for a huge part of time is just, it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. I have to get going. I have a road trip today. See, this is my favorite game. I recommend playing with friends. Take it easy, Zen. And thank you as well for stopping by. And thank you for letting me know about more of the tribunal stuff and also some of the game development stuff. Like, I did not know that Saudi bought EA at all. But thank you as well, Zen. And hopefully you have a wonderful road trip today. And yeah, take it easy as always. See ya as well. Yeah. See ya, Zen. See ya. I'm sorry that I went on a bit of a rant. I went on a bit of a rant too in that regard, guys. But I mean, I guess a lot of this is fairly mindless. I guess environmental lineup, so I can just fairly talk about whatever, or at least make most things in a decent pace while also lining this up, because we already got to most of the hard work or planning going. You know what would kill it? Legends of Slimeverse? True! We know, you know what the game industry needs? It needs not one, not two, but to 3 separate Slimeverse games that will be developed. The non-dating dating sim, the non-dating dating sim, the action RPG game, and the 3D platforming video game for the Slimeverse. That would kill it. The one that centers around Turkey Tea, the one that centers around all of the wonderful love interests in the Slimeverse, and then I don't know the other one. The other one can just be whatever we want it to be, but that would totally kill it too. We are joking about it, Koopa, but I will say, somewhere down the line, who knows what happens? Maybe we'll get some random funding by some big publisher. Actually, no, then we'll fund our AAA. Never mind. We'll just get some handsome donation on a Kickstarter in the future, and then we'll have some game being worked at some point. And we won't rush it. We'll spend our time with it. We'll actually be passionate about it, and then we'll have it just out there for the masses, for whoever wants to, whoever likes our Slimeverse endeavors. We do joke about it, but I do eventually want to have some game made. I don't know when, but we'll have some game made in the future. I really hope so. Oh no. Oh no, yeah. I almost fell into the same trap. I was like, oh, you know what? We'll have some big publisher buy our Slimeverse games. Like, wait, that's not what I want at all. I meant more so in terms of just like getting funded in some way. Not actually a big publisher. That would have been really bad. I do this. How does that feel? That's fine. Okay. But we need to just have the Slimeverse made first. First and foremost, the Slimeverse needs to be developed. We need to have more of these different scenes also worked on. I think that's okay. Imagine if it was me, just get an absurd number of bits from me. I mean, you have been extremely, extremely generous, Koopa, and the same applies to you and everyone here. Like, I can't thank you guys enough for just watching. Like, it's more than enough just watching and just supporting us through that. But any donations that do come our way greatly, greatly support us too. But yeah, I mean, I hope one day we do eventually achieve that goal where we have our little Slimeverse world worked on. We have a lot of great characters that people have spent the time to flesh out, personal stories that people want to learn more about, and yeah, that's the dream. That's very, very much the dream. And I have been getting a lot of this stuff worked on because you guys have been pushing us, and you guys have been creating a lot of really fun ideas. So yeah, who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But first and foremost, I need to get this stuff freaking fleshed out. I need to keep drawing this stuff out because at the pace that I'm going, it will take forever. And Benchika in the YouTube chat, I see ya. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome, Benchika in YouTube. Also, no publisher. No publisher. I said that by accident because I was still talking about the rant of publishing, but no publishers. We just need to get funded, and then we need to work at our own pace. Obviously, having like some form of deadline, but still getting stuff done when it's ready, right? Because like a lot of artists, like most artists, just need a bit of time, and if you give them some funding, they'll make something. They'll make something fun as long as they are passionate about it. And I feel like we're all have created amazing stuff in the past too, so I feel like it would be something fun to do later on. Anytime soon though? Probably not. Probably not. But maybe who knows? Who knows when? Who knows when? Let me just get more of this stuff also developed. Oh, we have more of the mountainscape there. It's there. Okay. Also, this stuff here, I really don't know. I thought it was supposed to be more clouds. Hey Val, real quick, what do you think of the references I've been sending you? Not the last ones, but I'm just curious. The references you've been sending me are super, super helpful, Mike. And it does kind of fit a general idea of what I am envisioning for them to look like. I may alter some of like the clothing inspirations or some like general ideas that I do personally have in mind. But I think the references you've been sending are incredible. Like, I am very, very appreciative to see those too. And thank you so much for that, because I know you've been helping a lot with other people within the Slimeverse. Hollow's been helping with a lot of people. Lotus has been helping with a lot of people, and I'm very appreciative that there's so many people here that just want to like stem more ideas with one another and just get that stuff going. I learned that apparently a company kicked out the guy who made skippity toilets out of his account. Rather rude thing to do. I mean, I myself am not I hold no real opinions or I guess emotional ties to the Skibbity toilets. I guess that is a pretty fucked up thing to do, but I mean, Skibbity toilet is like the rise of the brain rots. Or I guess a lot of shorts content is generally brain rot inducing, but that's not to say that there wasn't brain rot stuff before too. It just feels like it's way more accessible nowadays. I remember we had that talk. I'm not sure if it was yesterday. I think it might have been yesterday, where we were talking about like humor back then versus humor now. I feel like brain rot back then versus brain rot now is not even close. Like when I think of brain rot within like the past, like when I was like growing up, I think of like maybe my gym partner's a monkey, that one moment where they were just spamming the pretty shiny moment. I don't know if any of you recall that, because I used to be a big Cartoon Network fan, but that was a moment that I kind of felt was a bit brain rotty. They were just saying the same thing over and over again, and there was no else to it. But like brain rot now is just it is taking the world by storm. I'm glad it's helping you out. It's been helping me out a lot. I'm just glad it makes it a bit easier for you. It really does. Like seeing all those references, like I said before, where are they? The references you sent for some of the Greek inspirations also helped me out with some of these clothing designs and just designs as a whole for the oozes, BK. So I do take references that you guys send because I know some of you have taken the time to do that research. So I myself would love to just have those assets to me and like be able to incorporate them just to make the world feel a bit more grounded as a whole. So I do appreciate any references that you guys do send. Peak brain rot from our channel was that god-awful fanboy Chum Chum. Oh my god, Koopa, you don't understand. It's a small story. This is a small little story time. I don't like Fanboy and Chum Chum. I used to watch it a couple times on Nickelodeon, but it wasn't ever my favorite show. But one of my friends was obsessed with the opening theme song for Fanboy Chum Chum to the point where they recorded it and had a CD of it playing in their car. Like, it's insane. That is like peak brain rot. That is how you lose brain cells, is by just listening to stuff like that over and over again nonstop. And then one day I went to the movies with them, and in their car, and like they drove me there. And thank God it's like a 5-minute drive, like 5-ish minute drive to the movies, because if it wasn't, we would have been screwed. And as we finished watching the movies, we went going back home at night, and the last thing that I heard on that car was the Fanboy and Chum Chum theme song, because the car stopped working in the middle of the road, and just the last thing that it was playing was just the theme song there. We had to like push it out to the side of like to one of the sidewalks, and I think like a deputy like helped us get it over there, but like we were just stranded on the side of the road for like a while because we had to wait for like the tow company to get there, and all it was blasting was the goddamn Fanboy Chum. You did not want to turn off the song. The song just stayed there for like 30 minutes to an hour, just blasting Fanboy Chum Chum. I hated it so much. Oh my god. But it was something that will forever be ingrained into my little slime noggin. I will never forget that moment. That gruesome tale. The final thing that car ever sang out of its metallic vocal cords. Oh my god. But it brings nothing but misfortune, guys. Be very careful with the Fanboy Chum Chum opening. It's not good. It's not good at all. That's just the truth. I didn't like it. I was just curious about how did this become a thing. So I'm guilty because I watched out of fascination. That's fine, Mike. There are some shows that a lot of people, like a lot of us, watch just to, you know, whether there's nothing like better to watch at the moment, or we just, you know, played it by accident, or was just doing other things in the background. It's completely fair. But oh my, Fanboy Chum Chum will always be cemented as a cursed opening that I will never want to listen to ever again. That song is cursed, nothing but bad luck. It is associated with a lot of ominous things now because of that. Oh my. It was such a bad thing. Because I remember just being stranded there on the side of the road for like a while, and we couldn't do anything. We had to just wait. And all we could hear was that godforsaken song. Oh my god. like squinting like the heck, then I want to go watch other stuff. Yeah, there was a phase like that. I'm sure there's stuff like that now too, where there's just some shows that air. Well, actually, I guess cable and stuff like that doesn't really exist to the same extent as it was back then. But I'm sure there was a lot of shows before that people were not a fan of, and even now there's probably some shows like that too that are very much pseudo brain rot-y in a way. Including I was cursed with it because it kept being on the reruns, and I'm like, God, why? No! And sometimes I have to bear witness to my friends sing it or something. Holy crap. Yeah, I will never forget that. I will never forget the Fanboy Chum Chum song to this day because of this. Because of that moment that occurred. It was so cursed. Oh, God. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, God, did I move it out? Okay, let me also focus on this little cityscape. I'm going to try to not add too many details to this. I'm going to keep it fairly vague and just like very blocky, just because this is meant to be a very far off scene. But yeah, let's just try to keep this fairly vague. There are 3 songs I cannot bear to, or 3 songs I cannot bear to witness, cannot bear to listen without me getting a little violent about it or rationally angry. So what will those songs be, Mike? Is it the Fanboy Chum Chum song? Is it other 2 songs outside of that? Or is it just 3 other songs and the Fanboy Chum Chum? One of them that I wasn't too big a fan of growing up as a kid was the Mighty B song. The Mighty B one was also really bad, and for some reason Eternity would sing it from time to time. Not that long ago. I guess like it's probably been like a year-ish or 2 where Eternity would sing that song, and I was just slowly losing my mind at hearing that. I was like, how do you remember this? How do you guys remember the Mighty B opening? It was not good. Oh, there's probably so many cartoon songs like that as well. I'm trying to think of one that I absolutely hated outside of that too. Danny Phantom was a good one. I liked the Danny Phantom opening. Ben 10 had a good opening. Teen Titans had an iconic opening. I'm trying to think of bad ones though. There were good shows, but there were brain rots, Fanboy Chum Chum, Chowder, Fair, Johnny Test. Oh, I hated Johnny Test for specific reasons. Later seasons of Fairly Odd Parents, Mighty B. Oh, see, you and I both remember that one. Then Koopa, Camp PLEAAASE, and many more. Oh my God, Johnny Test made me so upset just because that was the show that replaced Ed and Eddie, and Ed and Eddie was like my favorite cartoon, even to this day. It still is. And the fact that it got replaced by that, I just absolutely abhorred it. Even though like the show was kind of whatever, I personally never liked watching it, even outside of that notes. But man, it was just so much. Let It Go, Everything Is Awesome. And one song from Suicide Squad that kept playing. Let It Go, that's fair. That one was being bombarded a lot of times. Everything Is Awesome. Is that from the Lego movie? I think that's from the Lego movie. Guys, taking a break. I don't know if I have to go or not foods. Gotcha, Lotus. Welcome back. We're trying to draw. We've gotten 2 scenes, I think, drawn out so far. Yeah, we got 2 scenes drawn out. We're working on scene number 3 in a timely manner. And we're just talking about shows or songs that are absolute brain rots or horrific memories to them. Oh, God, no, this is on the same layer. That's not good. I put this on the wrong layer. Oh, let me take this out before I accidentally overlap it. That would not be good. Let me put that there and delete that. Here we go. Johnny Bravo, my beloved. Johnny Bravo was a good show. Johnny Bravo was also really good. A lot of the shows from Boomerang, I was never a big fan of growing up as a kid. But then the older I got, the more I appreciated a lot of them too. And the worst of the worst, Teen Titans Go. Oh my. I know Teen Titans Go, for at least for the audience that it was targeted towards Koopa, they liked it. It's just, if you grew up watching the actual Teen Titans, and then you hear it's like, oh, Teen Titans Go is a thing, or there's like a spiritual successor, or there's something related to the Teen Titans IP, and it uses the exact same roster of characters, and the exact same or similar style, you're like, oh wow, I want to see what it's about, and then it's nothing like the OG show. Yeah, I would be a little bitter, and I definitely was. I really was. It's from the Lego Movie. Yes, the Everything is Awesome song. I heard that so much too, and that stuff will get stuck in my head like just 24/7 because everyone would always be singing it. And I saw the first Lego Movie. That I thought it was okay, but I mean I would never. I haven't really watched it to this day. I remember there was like also an Emoji Movie that came out a while back too. I don't think that one did too hot, or maybe people liked it. I don't remember, but like there was some movies where I just thought to myself, why? Why do these exist? Why do we have this movie? Why do we have that movie? But I was told the Lego movies actually weren't too bad because they kept making new ones. Like they made what was it? They made the Lego Ninjago movie. They made a Lego Batman movie. I think they made a Lego Batman movie, but I don't remember. But that one song from the Suicide Squad that kept being played over the radio, I cannot listen to the song to this day because I was forced to listen to the radio for a while. I mean, there are definitely some songs like that for I'm assuming maybe most of you have like a song or two where they just kept playing on the radio and you just were tired of it. I remember for Crochet, it was like the watermelon song. It was like watermelon sugar punch or watermelon sugar high. I don't even remember the lyrics. I'm terrible with lyrics. But it was one of those songs. Crochet just kept listening to that at one of their older jobs, and they were going insane because every day it would just be that song on loop. I'm sure we've all probably experienced something like that too. I miss Courage the Cowardly Dog, me too. Oh wait, I missed that. Speaking of, I'm surprised how good that Duck Dodgers remake was. Also, Queen Tyranny, my goddess, that woman made my mind go places. From Duck Dodgers? I don't think I've seen that movie or I've seen that show specifically, Koopa. I did grow up watching Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I do miss that series, but never seen Duck Dodgers or a Queen Tyranny? Queen Tyranny? Oh my gosh, is that play on words? Is that actually play on words? I didn't even know. I maybe looked them up. I liked Robot Boy. Was that in a show, Strider? Lego Batman movie is iconic. I never saw it. What do you think about the K-pop Demon Hunters? I love that movie. K-pop Demon Hunters is a great movie. I very much enjoyed watching it. I liked I didn't like Takedown. How It's Done, I like that. Golden was a really good song. Man, I forgot the one that they play at the end, but I did enjoy watching that movie. And I didn't watch it for a while because I was waiting to watch it with Hades, and then we just, out of a spur-of-the-moment decision, we ended up watching it together, like probably, I would say like it's been like 2-ish or 3-ish weeks ago, and I'm very happy to have watched it. I enjoyed the hell out of K-pop Demon Hunters. Watermelon Sugar is the song. Is it? Okay. So that was the song that they got they got stuck in their head. Hey Hollow! Hello. Oh. Welcome, Hollow. We've been getting a lot of progress done, and we're talking about songs we absolutely hate that get playing on the radio. I hope you're doing well. It's always nice to see you too. We've been kind of like talking about gaming stuff, music stuff, and Crochet put me in the turkey suits. I can't really. It is a short story. Basically, I was going into Crochet's ship to basically give some Thanksgiving meals that I did prepare, and then Crochet very menacingly, with ill intent, told me, "You must embrace your inner bluebird tendencies, Valis." And then I got shoved in this. So yeah, I'm in here now. I'm in this little outfit, but it is always good to see you. I hope you've been up to some fun stuff or been able to relax. We're just drawing this stuff up and just talking about cartoons. I thought it was good. Frozen made me hate musicals. I hate with an absolute burning passion. Let it go. Oh, it made you hate musicals? I've never been a big musical guy myself, Koopa, but ever since Mike made me listen to, well, not made me, but Mike recommended 600 Strike from Epic, I've been kind of a fan of at least the Epic the musical. I haven't really listened to other musicals, but mainly Epic has been a really goated series. I would highly recommend listening to some of those songs. 600 Strike's a banger. Thunderbringer's pretty good. God Games, I like God Games. Survive, I personally like. Remember Them is really good. There's a lot of songs. You can go on like a whole tirade of just listening to those songs that are really nice. Don't mention K-pop Demon Hunters. Love it. Don't care. I'll listen to the songs no matter what. K-pop Demon Hunters is goated. I love that song. That movie. It was really good. I thought it was good. I was thought Joker and Batman were gonna kiss. Wait, what? I just remembered Pinocchio 3000. I haven't thought about the movie since I watched it. Pinocchio 3000? I didn't even know that was a movie. Look her up, Queen Tyranny from the Duck Dodgers show. Let me see. Queen Tyranny. Who is this? I've never seen her. So this is Queen Tyranny from Warner Brothers. And this is from Duck Dodgers. I see. They don't ring a bell though, Koopa, for some reason. Yeah. I guess I've never seen the Duck Dodgers movie. Huh. That's interesting. I can see why that may have been. She may have been a fascination from Koopa's earlier years. I can see it. I loved Frozen 2 as a kid, and I just love Olaf. There's a second Frozen? I guess I never paid attention to Frozen. How it sounds? I know that one. Hollow High, yes. Hollow's here. Hello. It's a play on words. Tyranny is basically her name. She's the queen of the Martians and had a raging crush on Duck Dodgers Daffy. Ah, I see. I have a watermelon sugar in my place. I can't stand it sometimes. Oh no. I just returned home from therapy. I'm glad I managed to catch the stream to relax. I'm happy that you're here too, Hollow. I'm happy that you were able to tune in after therapy and just able to just relax for a little bit. Sorry that I am not drawing too much, guys, but we have been talking about some very interesting stuff in these last couple hours, and I just hope that we can get more of this going. A bit of a gaming rant happened for a while, and then we were talking about, I guess, characters or songs from movies or shows that we definitely hated as a kid, or at least growing up. I know for myself, the Mighty Bee and Fanboy Chum Chum openings were terrible. I absolutely despised them, but there were some other songs that people did mention that I also can vouch for that were not good in any way. Get in the Water, that's another one. Get in the Water was really good. And some of my favorite Epic the Musical songs. Okay. I don't regret ever introducing it to you. I'm proud. And I thank you for that. I thank you so much for recommending that to me, because those songs will play a part later on in the future for our Slimeverse endeavors. We will make an animatic based around a few of them for sure. I forgot which other song there was, but there was one where Odysseus goes like into the underworld, and there's like a mystic, or there's a guy that like tells the future. That song was really good, but I don't remember the name for it. I don't remember the lyrics either. I just remember the cadence for it was really nice. Reason I hated Let It Go is because I heard it for months in every single store I went to. Every time I came home, every time on the radio, I hated it with a passion because the radio and my nieces played it daily like a religious prayer. Yeah, some songs, like, even if they're good, guys, I mean, yeah, I would say that. Even if some songs are good, guys, it can still be fairly annoying. I'm not saying Let It Go is good because I haven't really listened to it, or it's not my type of music. I like stuff that's a bit more upbeat, a bit more energetic, EDM-esque, just because that's what I grew up with personally. But something like Let It Go is not my particular forte when it comes to songs or music that I'm listening to. Sniffs raspberry salt, pours raspberry salt in water, and chugs. Oh my. Hey, at least Crow didn't put you in a raw turkey. That's true. At least Crow took out the time to at least cook this turkey, so it does smell nice, but it is a bit stuffy in here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sweating bullets over here, guys. We will have to take this out quicker or sooner than later. No. Can I eat him now? You cannot eat the suit now. No, that's not possible. You cannot eat the suit at this moment. Cool take, but the Frozen musical is better than the movie. Is there a Frozen musical? I guess a movie like that would have a musical, but I never listened to it. No longer you? I think that's what it is. But it's no longer you. It's that. It's like, I see the something, something, something. I don't know the lyrics. I genuinely don't, but that song's really good. Duck Dodgers was really good and had classic Looney Tunes comedy non-stop in the show. Classic Looney Tunes slapstick with Daffy and Marvin the Martian. I mostly saw it on Boomerang and it only had like 2 seasons. While short, it was hilarious. Also, they had a surprise guest appearance from Dave Mustaine of Megadeth. They were in that too. Obviously, I don't know who Dave is, Koopa, but it is nice to hear that you were a big fan of that series. I didn't get to watch too much Looney Tunes growing up. I saw like quite a bit of Tom and Jerry. Sometimes that would be airing, but I never saw Looney Tune series, like the stuff like related to Daffy Duck or Porky Pig, Marvin the Martian, Coyote, Wile E. Coyote, I think. Or I don't remember what they were called, but I remember there was just a lot of series back then that I just didn't watch too much of in terms of like the older cartoons. I love Tom and Jerry. Yeah, I used to watch that quite a bit. I didn't like absolutely love the show, but it was still it was something that I would watch growing up as a kid. Same with like Inuyasha. I know Inuyasha was just something that would air all the time, like on Adult Swim, pseudo at the back end of Adult Swim, and when Cartoon Network was starting up around my time. But outside of that, it wasn't really something that I engaged with too much. I know Eternity was a big fan of Inuyasha. I know a lot of people loved Inuyasha, but I kind of just watched it because there wasn't too much else to watch at the very beginning. But I mean, I didn't hate it. It was still very enjoyable. I love Phineas and Ferb so much, but sadly the follow-up show was treated so terribly. Phineas and Ferb had a follow-up show? What was their follow-up show? I know people are very fond of Phineas and Ferb as well. I loved it too. I watched it quite a bit. I liked Squirrels in My Pants. That was my favorite song. It wasn't the best song. I think was it Rhythm? Like, I Ain't Got Rhythm. That one was another one that I enjoyed too. Growing up, that one was very, very wonderful. But outside of that, yeah, I feel like Phineas and Ferb was goated. My favorite episode was when a hen caught Tom looking through her nest for Jerry, and the hen kicked Tom's ass. I don't even remember that episode too, but I mean, maybe. If that was your favorite episode, that's good to hear. Let Me Make You Dinner. I remember that show. Monster from the Frozen musical is so good. I remember first hearing it from a SVT faux Eclipse animatic. Ooh, I would say a lot of really good musical songs. Definitely, at least for me, I first heard of them from animatics as well too. Mainly the epic ones, and I forgot there was one that I think it was Wicked. I would hear some. I would see some really good animatics through Wicked too. Some really good, some really good animatics through Wicked. Yeah, I think that adds up. Does that feel good? Yeah, that kind of looks all right. I'm not sure if it looks really setting, but we are just trying to generally do a background, like a silhouette of a cityscape for early Uzeus. The follow-up show was called Milo's Murphy's Law. Dude, the opening is a banger. I see. The show was written by Dan Povenmire, who wrote Phineas and Ferb, but it was also co-written by none other than legendary parody artist Weird Al Yankovic. Oh. So then it wasn't as successful as the original Phineas and Ferb. I mean, I never heard of that. But to be fair, I didn't really engage in too much, I guess, shows around that time. Like around Phineas and Ferb and like Adventure Time, like around there is when I kind of stopped watching a lot of cartoons. I mostly just stuck to playing like some games or just watching videos as a whole. But yeah, that was around my end for it. But there was so many good shows that arrived around there too. Like even to this day, I remember people keep saying that like Adventure Time, like most of the seasons, like the OG ones, were really like aged really well, and that was like something that people adored. People were a fan of the characters as well there too, and I liked a lot of the characters in Adventure Time as well. It's just I never got to fully finish it. I got up to I think I said this before, but it was around when I think Flame Princess showed up, and then that's when I kind of stopped watching. Oh shit, my boss texted me a few days ago and I haven't replied. That is really bad. I used to know the intro song to Eon/Iron Kid when I was a kid. And man, good memories. Iron Kid. I haven't seen that. I haven't heard of that show, or I haven't seen that show. Disney treated the show so terribly, and they put it on Disney XD, where shows go to die. Is that really where shows go to die, Disney XD? Actually, I used to watch it. I remember when it was called Jetix. Do you remember? Did you watch Disney XD, or like when it was Jetix in particular, Koopa? Because Jetix, I think that's when it aired like Digimon and some other shows that I was personally a fan of. But I was always more of a Jetix kid than a Disney XD. I guess when it got rebranded to that, I didn't really engage too much in the medium. Let's get some more of these little spheres also drawn out. They look like erasers. Yeah, I think it's fine. Trying to do as many silhouettes as possible. This isn't the most interesting shape design, but it's fine. We'll have that as a placeholder. It's not meant to be something that will be seen for too long. I do repeat that quite a bit, but it's more so me just trying to convince myself that, yeah, this looks not the best, because it is meant to just be like a small little scene that people will be looking towards for a little bit, but it's just, man, I know if I had more time, I could definitely, like, actually flesh out this little cityscape, but I'm just trying to make it look like a briefly little, like, Greek-esque Colosseum, Roman-esque Colosseum, a lot of columns, so trying to get this going. I remember Jetix. I'd recommend listening to the opening because it's so good. Yeah, Jetix was a banger. When it got changed to Disney XD, I didn't watch it too much. But Jetix had so many good shows. What is it? 4Kids? Was it the channel 4Kids also had some pretty good shows too? That's where I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Sonic X. I think there was a Shaolin Showdown on 4Kids too. So there was a lot of really, really good shows on that channel. And that was like one of those channels where, like, if you didn't have cable, but you somehow managed to get into that one, you would be blessed with a lot of good shows too. Because I remember at that time, cable was way, way more of a luxury, and we didn't always have cable. So whenever we were able to just catch 4Kids, I know I was in for a treat, and I did not miss. But I mean, I know cable is just a bit of a, like, an ancient, not an ancient thing, but something that a lot of people nowadays just don't don't really watch at all. Like, what was it? I forgot what it was, but it was like somebody, I talked to somebody that was much younger, and I was like, oh, what was your favorite cartoon? And they didn't know what the hell I was talking. They didn't know what a cartoon was. And I was like, yes, I forget that, the cable television just doesn't really exist anymore in the way it used to, which honestly might be for the best, but it is just something like early 2000s, like early 2000s, 2010s ish, you kind of like grew up with and you were very fond of, but it is just like, be like, damn, I'm old. The fact that you don't even know what a cartoon is just so sad to me. It's so sad. Showdown, my beloved. Shaolin Showdown was goated. Shaolin Showdown was such a good show. There was also, well, I guess it wasn't on 4Kids, but American Dragon was also one that I kind of liked watching as well, too. I didn't like when they did the visual change for him. Like, I know they made him look more like a traditional dragon, but I originally seeing American Dragon, like the more, like, I guess, buff, humanoid dragon-esque form, and then they went for more like a slender, actual, like, traditional Chinese dragon form. Like, that's fair, and that's how it, like, I understand why they did that change. I just was more fan of, like, the OG one. I also remember listening to the Bleach anime intro songs, all of them. I know by heart, I just can't sing them since I don't know the English version, and I don't want to butcher anything. That was me with, like, some of the older, like, Naruto songs, because I watched a lot of Naruto back in the day. I'm not that old, but I just felt like I just aged. Oh, Miki, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was a moment for me too. When I asked them, I was like, "Oh, what's your favorite cartoon?" And they were like, "What's that?" I was like, oh no, I can't be that ancient. Like, really? You don't know what you don't know what a fucking cartoon is? Kid, really? You don't know that at all? It's like, oh yeah, they didn't grow up in an age where cable television was a thing. But I mean, like, there's so many, like, pseudo cartoons on like YouTube and other sites still, right? Like, you have well, I guess I don't really know if it counts as like a cartoon, but you had like Lackadaisy, Amazing Digital Circus, was it the Gaslight District? You have like big AAA, not AAA, but like big companies still making pseudo animations and cartoons, but like I still felt like taken aback when they said that. I was like, what do you mean you don't know what that is? How do you not know what a cartoon is? Like, what? That's insane. I used to not be able to watch cartoons until I was older. I was like, cartoons were something that I always engaged in when I was fairly young. Code Lyoko. That opening was really good. Code Lyoko. I do remember that one. I don't even know the lyrics. I don't know lyrics for any of these songs, so I'm never gonna try to remember it. But I know exactly the opening that you're mentioning in the show. Avatar: Last Airbender still age like fine wine even to this day. Like, it still has a wonderful, wonderful story structure and arc. And even for mature audiences, Avatar is still really, really well done. I haven't seen the live action for that one. I was told I was given mixed reception. Like, some people said it was really good, and other people said it was really bad. Like, a lot of the character cast that was placed for it were good choices, but some of them people were really upset about. But I do remember Avatar being pretty good. Those are indie animations, not cartoons. Indie animations? Yeah. I guess those are not really aimed or like targeted towards the same audiences. But like, there's still some shows or some creations that kind of fit under the same spectrum. I would feel like, but maybe not. Maybe not at all. Oh yeah, this column. This column looks so scuffed. There's no sense of perspective on this at all. I guess like this structure right here has no perspective. Everything else is kind of like in a downward angle. Oh my god. Whatever. I'm leaving it like that. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. I know my flaws, and I'm just gonna keep on going because I need to keep working on this. That doesn't bother me. Let's say it does not bother me. I'm not trying to. Hopefully, I'm not trying to call anyone in the community old. I myself am very, very ancient, but I know a lot of you are not as old as I am. I feel for whoever was a fan of the Mighty Magiswords after Revelation. The Mighty Magiswords? I never saw that one. Perspective can be a bitch. Oh, it definitely can be hollow. Because I know the correct one for this. Like, in this angle, it's supposed to be something that's more of something like that. It's kind of like this shape. Like this box over here to the right. Like, I should be drawing it in this manner. But I am like pseudo AFK brain right now, and I don't really want to. I don't really want to fix it because I kind of just want to like hurry up and get some of these scenes drawn out because it's not gonna be something that we're gonna like look at for a while. But perspective is a problem. If for those that have a really good sense of perspective, you can develop those skills in a timely manner. More power to you. You will save yourself so many headaches with like drawing from imagination if you do like see the world and you can break it down in like a perspective way. But like for me, like when I'm like pseudo AFK doing this, I'm just trying to block everything in a timely manner. Casper's Scare School? I don't know that. I know Casper the Friendly was like Casper the Friendly Ghost something something something. But I don't know the Scare School. I never saw that. It's been a long time I heard that name. I feel for whoever. Mighty Magiswords. I never saw it. I never watched it, but the creator was arrested and he's in prison. Let's just say he needs a dose of lettucillin. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm gonna say they probably did something very, very horrible, but I got you. That's really, really messed up. That's the same thing with a lot of like child actors, Koopa, like especially from was it like Dan Schneider, like all that occurred was like really, really fucked up. And I know the same thing was with like a lot of like early Disney stars. Just fame as a kid, being a child celebrity was not all it was cracked up to be. I know, like as a kid, I was like, damn, it'd be so cool if I was like Hannah Montana or like Zach and Cody or something like that, because they have like such a cool life. And then you grow up and you realize like all the messed up things that occurred behind the scenes in Hollywood, and it's really, really dark. It's so unfortunate to hear too, because then you see all these child celebrities like basically becoming like pseudo like a lot of like really like bad stuff, a lot of crazy things like happen around it, but like that's because of like the behind the scenes, like Hollywood life is not all that it's cracked up to be. It was really, really sad to like learn more of those stories when they started emerging at the time. Let me go right here. And also, like, I think it was, I used to be a big fan of, like, Zoe 101. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I used to watch Zoe 101 a lot. And I think, like, the main actress or something like that who played Zoe, like, she was, like, pregnant around the time. And that's why they had to, like, they stopped airing that show. Like, a lot of really fucked up things occurred around that time. It was really, really sad to see. This is Hun-centric a bit, but the rabbit with checkered ears. Ooh, is that another character you're talking about? I love that school. That's full of. Oh yeah, it's really, really messed up. A lot of those directors were responsible for a lot of bad things. It's terrible. It really is. Let me keep on moving with this too. Let me try to get this also ideated. I'm trying to do some loose perspective too, trying to salvage this little really scuffed drawing, but it is really messed up. Let me try to get that here. Okay. Did that fix it? Not really. Not really at all. This is a nightmare. Oh, god damn it. That's okay. We'll try to do whatever we can here. I think that's fine. I'll do some little contours to kind of show some of the roofs and different areas within this little cityscape, and we'll see how that goes. So I don't want to say allegedly, but there's a prevailing theory in Nickelodeon that the child of the lead actress of that show is actually Dan Schneider's child. If that's true, that's just absolutely disgusting. If that is the case, that is so hideous to hear. Yeah, like, there's just so many, like, crazy things and really, like, messed up things that occurred during, like, a lot of beloved shows for, like, a lot of people's childhoods. Like, Drake and Josh was, like, one of my favorite shows as a kid, too. And then learning about, like, all the really messed up things that occurred afterwards and before, it's really sad. It's just a sad thing to see. That's how Hollywood was. I really hope it's not that bad nowadays, because it was really messed up. Let me get this as well. Let me also block some of these stuff in. I'm trying to make some like really broad roofs for these structures, trying to show like some top planes. Is it really helping? Not really, but I think it's okay for the most part. Let me have this right here. Okay. Oh, also let me reset the song. It is getting towards the end part of the song. That's kind of just me trying to check and being like, oh, well, we have like 30-ish minutes left, or 30-ish, 20-ish minutes left to the art showcase. Damn, the time went by so fast. It always goes by way too quickly. And I feel like I don't get too much done, unfortunately, because we're like 20-ish to 30-ish minutes away from art showcase time already. It's insane. Let me finish that. I think we're done with this one, though. Oh, no, I need to draw the little slime individuals in the foreground, and then we'll be done. Let me see what we can add here. Maybe some, like, small pores, too. Oh, that was also a natural disaster. I mean, we are all over the place with some subjects, guys. I do apologize for that, but I did want to also let this be known, since maybe one or two of the historians may be present. I can also relate to them later, this information. There is one natural disaster that does occur naturally to Uzeus, and that natural disaster is a pore emergence. It's kind of like earthquakes, where, like, the tectonic plates shift, but instead of plates shifting around, it's basically just Uzeus itself expanding, having some pores grow open, or like basically emerge, kind of like a sinkhole in a way, but similarly to more like maybe your skin's growing, like stretching outwards. So let's say let me see if I can visualize that a little bit better for you guys. Let's say there's a house here, right? And natural disaster for this house could occur would be a pore just slowly opening up, and that would basically create a similar effect to a sinkhole / an earthquake. A lot of rumbling would occur, and that would also maybe make some houses sink. There have been ways to circumvent it. Some houses have been having like buildings submerge underground. Some houses have been some buildings become very tall, and they have ways to extend their plating or some of their hydraulics to extend upwards from the pores emerging. And a lot of the bases for the houses within Uzeus have really wide foundational structures, just to circumvent like any small pores that may open under it. So yeah, pore emergence, I don't know what the exact terminology will be for that, but that is just to show kind of Uzeus is still growing, and even under all of the metallic past of the Slimeverse cities, that's still there to kind of show. But yeah, that's just one of the disasters that do occur. There's also, like, I mean, it does rain, and that's something that's generally avoided for a lot of the Slimeverse individuals. They don't want to go out during the rain because, shocker, you will start feeling a slight tinge. Some slimes may feel more of an acidic-y feeling, something that's a bit more corrosive to the rain, even though it is a bit more like similar to H2O. It's still not something pleasant. Some slimes have, like, some apparel, like umbrellas or other things that let them kind of, like, walk around if it is a busy day during the rain, so it's not like stopping them entirely from just doing their daily activities. It is just something that you do have to avoid. But the pores are something that need to be mentioned. But yeah, that's just a small thing. or probably invested his money and gave the investment to him in a trust. Dude basically retired at 19. The kid made it out already was Frankie Muniz from Malkin in the Middle. His parents were actually involved. Thank goodness. I'm happy to hear that at least there were some successful stories, like with the child celebrities. Because, yeah, there's so many that just really failed. The 3D 2010 Little Prince show? I used to have a crush on the snake. His design got me bad. He was so cute. The Little Prince TV show. The 3D, I don't know which show that may be in reference to. But I mean, if anybody else doesn't know what that is, then let me know. I don't know the name of it. Maybe I might recall based off the name itself, but we'll see. Let me also draw these these ancestors for the Slimeverse. Let's get those going. I see BK and Hollow saying whoa and damn, so hopefully now if you guys want to draw or like work on some I guess first responders, because I know Hollow brought up that a while back, if there were like first responders that like an authoritative force like a police force and stuff like that, those they do exist. They would need to have specific equipment for dealing with those natural disasters, and I needed to make some specialized ones for Uzeus as a whole because it is just ever expanding. And there needs to be unique things that occur because of that expansion. Okay, let's have a very blocky red slime here that it doesn't look like most red slimes. It's just a very basic building block person. Here we go. Growing up, my favorite show was Samurai Jack. Another golden show. The final season definitely was a painful one. Oh yeah. Are you talking about the final season from the reboots for Samurai Jack, or are you talking about something else? Bit of topic, I hate when line art looks off in comparison to the sketch, but you have no idea why. When line art looks off to a sketch, I guess that is a really good question though. Well, not question, but I guess that is a really interesting gripe. Sketches always will look more gestural than the line art itself. So whenever the line art, you are a little unhappy with how the line art looks in comparison to the sketch, I don't know if it has to do with the sketch itself, but I do have that issue as well, and I feel like that is something that is very common with a lot of artists too. It's like I'll have a very gestural thing. I think the last time I did have that issue was with the Slimeverse wallpaper that I did before, where it was let me see if I can find it real quick. It was right here with my own pose. I loved how gestural it came off, but for some reason, I didn't like how it stuck out for the official lines. So let me see, do I still have that here? Let me try to block everything in. Okay, put that in a folder, hide that here, hide that there. Okay, so I have the sketches. So right here, I really liked how I came off here gesturally, because I didn't really have like a pose or anything in mind. I was just trying to like make it look a little bit more flowy. And then once I did like the actual line work itself, like it kind of kept the same integrity, but like for some reason, I wish I kind of kept some of the like the flow lines or like the movement lines that I had before. It was just something that I noticed, especially with the face too, and like my very slender slime neck kind of didn't transition fully. I don't know that phenomenon. I just know a lot of like art teachers or instructors will always say it's like, oh, like your line art, when you get to line stage, it will always look more rigid. It will always look not as gestural as the sketch itself. So make your sketch as gestural as possible, because once you start getting into the line art stages, it will just start stiffening up. I'm hoping colors will fix it. Okay, I mean, hopefully the colors do fix it too. Happy Think Slime Day! Hey, Pancrap! Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome! It is nice to see you too. We are trying our best to get this some of these Slimeverse scenes drawn out, but I hope you're doing well. I really hope that you're doing well also. We're talking about some line arts at the moment, and the tendencies, how if you make something a bit more gestural, or you like really like a sketch, but then you get to the actual official line stage and it's not something that you're happy with, there's always like a cadence, or there's some sort of connection to that, where when you get to official lines, that will always like stiffen up naturally, just because there's so many searching lines, or maybe there's a lot of like gestural lines that you will have to like choose from, and it will just always be a bit more diminished from that too. It sucks though. Oh, also thank you for the hygiene and posture check. Thank you. I can't stay for long, but I want to make sure I say hi. And I appreciate you for saying hi as always, though, Pancrap. Same with everyone here. Anyone that can stop by just for a little bit, I do greatly appreciate. Let me drink some water and stand up. Oh, God. I ran over my bike. Oh, let me stand up really, really quickly. But yeah, we should be getting this one done. I don't think we'll get another scene done today. Well, not today, but during stream. Afterwards, I will probably get some more stuff done because I know I need to help my family members with some meals or some food. But I should have some more significant progress made. Let me drink some water right now. Okay, back down we go. Oh, another sand liner always feels more rigid. Seems so obvious. I mean, it's a lot more complex than people give it credit for, though, Hollow. Because I know a lot of people have that same gripe. I have that same gripe with the line art, where it's like, oh, I really like how gestural it came out. So sometimes I just stick to not really lining things up. It's kind of why I stick to a more sketchy style sometimes in the past. Because I really like the sketch phase, but I don't like the line art too much. But I kind of found like a stylistic tendency that kind of works for me when I'm lining things up in a more like painting and stalking / Zenless type of style, where it's a bit more blocky, a bit more rigid in that way, kind of similar to like OG cartoons too, with some of my older works, if you've seen them in the past. I can kind of show those too. Let me see if I can. I mean, we're already kind of at the end part of our little Slimeverse stuff, so I can showcase what I mean there. Like, I don't have the sketches anymore, unfortunately, but I still have like the actual like line work. And I mean, you've kind of seen it on the right too, where I guess I keep going to this one. Do I have it here? Like, I used to really despise sketchy or like a line art style, so I would have, I think I've shown this Kitsune multiple times, so I would kind of just like work over the sketch and keep it like this, instead of like doing like actual line art. So I would make like the very rough outline, and then I'll just work over that to keep kind of the gestural flow going. But then if I wanted to do something that was official line arts, it would never come out the way I wanted to. And then for me, what worked out was just doing stuff in a more blocky, stylized manner. That's not the best remedy for if you want to make like your actual work look a bit more dynamic or keep the same essence of the sketch. So I don't have a good advice for that. It's just, this is generally what worked for me, is that I would have just, you know, some like little stylistic stuff like this in a sort of like old cartoony type of way, kind of like old Venom, or like just some old NPC tokens, like something like where are they? Like some characters like this for like some cyberpunk stuff, or just anything in that manner. Where are they? Where's Coolant? Actually, I don't know. Or something like this too. Like, I really liked, if I'm ever like trying to like quote unquote ink or do like actual thick line arts, I'll always do like this style instead of like something else. But you'll notice that too with some of my line work, is I don't do like actual line arts. I'll just stick to like a more sketchy style and kind of like work over that instead of like actually moving on to like a pure line art stage. Ooh, but yes. Hey Val, I just doodled something. What's your opinion on it? I DM it to you. Ooh, let me see. The DM as well. Ooh, I mean, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the design. If this is in regards to the alternate form that you have been mentioning, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but if this is the alternate form and some of the fashion around it, I think it looks very lovely. I think it looks very lovely. I meant that the explanation why makes so much sense. Okay. I got you, Hollow. I'm just trying to give a bit of my thought process. It's just I tend to struggle in explaining that. I will need like a script from time to time to really explain what I'm trying to get through. But basically, line art for me, like going from sketch to line art, is something that I also struggle with, and I tend to like stick a lot in my actual sketching phase when I go to more rendering looks. You've probably seen that with some of my commissions in the past too. So it's really tricky. I know I've seen like some like Eastern artists do it like it's nothing, but for me, I don't really know the good blend between the two. Whoa, Pancrep's whoaing. I would say this is a lot of older artworks that I have showcased in the past. Some of this is just commission stuff, but you can kind of see like some of my line work tends to just be the same sketch work that I will do and just like work over that. I won't really do like official lines or like cleaner lines. I'll just keep it in this way because I've just been comfortable with that, and anytime that is something a bit more inked or a bit more like clean, I'll just do it in like this style, because this is a style that I've grown to be more of a fan of. Basically, nothing too crazy. I do like this character though. Shout out to Georgie, I believe their name was. Shout out to Georgie who commissioned me for this. I am a fan of their Elden Ring-esque OC. I want to play Elden Ring. I want to play Souls games, but I know I'm going to be struggling with that, so I'm not trying to play those anytime soon. Who's the pretty fox lady? The fox lady, it was Miss Yu. It was a character that I was going to have Miss Yuki voice in within my superhero setting. Where are they? Oh, there's Luna Snow. Sorry. Where are they? Right here, Kitsune. I had 2 concepts for her, funny enough, BK. I had another Kitsune that looked a lot more like gothic-y, like a lot of like dark values, and they had like dark hair, and they were more like druidic. But this Kitsune is more of like, I guess, a traditional one, where they're more of like Fox Flame-y type of idea. I try to make a lot of their clothes have like this fire-y type of appearance to them, more like flame effects here and there. I tried doing some like hatching as well to kind of show the 3D forms. You can kind of see that with some of these lines that I worked on. But yeah, they were just a character that I was gonna have Miss Yuki voice. If I ever do more of the superhero campaign fantasy world that I was working on in the past, I will have her voice them. But yeah, it's nothing too crazy. I did have a lot of fun working on that, but this took me like probably like maybe not 2 hours. Definitely took me more than 2 hours. It took me like at least three plus hours to sketch her in. But I think I shared these before. That's okay, explained it really well. Thank you though, Holo. I'm happy at least something hopefully stuck. I'm happy to hear that. And yeah, these were just some characters, just some ideas for our superhero stuff that I think I shared before. Like we had like some other character named Cosmic Lattice wanted their own OC, and she was like just another OG viewer from some of our YouTube stuff, and just a lot of ideation here. This was Crochet's Lady Maruda in NPC from her own campaign within the Hell campaign that we tried turning into a character for the superhero world, where she basically can just use gold powers and turn people into gold and whatnot, like solidify them. She can move her hair around in various ways, kind of like Medusa from Marvel, not Medusa from Greek mythology. But yeah, just a bunch of small character ideas. We had Bear here. This was Hades' original OC from a long time ago that I actually drew the original concept for. Let me see if I can find them, because I'm pretty sure it's like one of my oldest works on my Patreon. Let me see. Back in 2020, I drew like their first like colored variants. I also drew them traditionally, but that was a long time ago. I don't even think I have the photos for that. Oh yeah, right here. These were, oh my, I've shared these multiple times in the past, but these were some of my first digital art drawings. Way back then. We had Eternity's character from my old Avatar inspired story where everyone had like an elements they could use. We had just a bunch of characters here. This was my character, Minna, who could use air powers in that same story, and she was beating up Roman thugs way back when. I tried making it was basically just a ripoff of Avatar. I've said this like a couple times before, and we had like the Fire Nation, but instead our Fire Nation had like Roman design points to them. This was like 5-ish years ago. This was Eternity's a little key art I did way back when for Eternity's story that was based off of dragons. These were all her characters that she designed. Yo, yeah, this is a bit of a throwback to some of my older characters. Well, not my characters, but this right here, boom, this is Bear. This was the first ever design I did for, not first, but this was, I think, the second iteration. This was the first design I ever did digitally for Hades' character, Bear. And this is what we ended up eventually doing 5 years later. So Bear looked very different to how they were back in the past versus how they are now. They still have like the gauntlets and whatnot to the side. You can kind of see that over here versus how they look over here as well. But yeah, they evolved quite a bit. One thing that kind of stayed the same was the spectral arms that they could summon from like a holy-ish fire tone that they kind of had. And yeah, that's basically it. We kind of tried to bring them back and did like a little chibi style too. Is there anything else? Yeah, there's no, I think that was pretty much all the OG drawings. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like some other OCs, this was a character I had in a dream that could like transform into Sun Wukong. That was that was something, because I was like, oh, it would be really cool if everyone within my story could like transform into a mythological god from the past and like kick butt and like destroy some aliens and whatnot. It was a mishmash of things. It was a bit of a nightmare. That story never really went anywhere too crazy, but it was just some little ideas that I showed off in the past. I have a huge backlog of older drawings and whatnot that I will just bury back there. But yeah, just some old stuff. Let me take that away. Velas tends to be a lot of women characters. He likes women. This is no surprise, Lotus. I've said this a long time ago that I do prefer drawing female characters over male characters, but I do try my best to also ideate and draw male characters. These were like some concepts as well too, for different posings for the commission. I always try to do this as well whenever I have a client and they wanted they didn't know specifically what they wanted in mind, so we do like different like gestures for them. And oh boy, some of them came out a lot better than others, but some of these poses were really tricky, and some of them just came out a bit more static as well. Sorry, this turned into me like from sketching Uzea stuff to me just talking about commissions and older works. Sorry about that, guys. But I mean, Holly did bring up a really good point though. Like when it comes to transferring line art, like clean line art over to from the sketch, it's always a tricky thing, and it does always look a bit more rigid, and that's just something that will happen no matter what. So the only key thing that I would ever suggest is to just make the gesture or the sketch as gestural as possible. Make it as flowy in a way that you would greatly appreciate it, because then if you make it a bit more rigid, at least it will keep some of that movement or some of that initial planning that you had in mind before. But let me also work on this. Let me get these guys drawn out, and we'll probably go into the actual art showcase section, guys. So let me get that going. I don't think there's too much to share. I know Strider said that there was a couple things that were showcased, or a lot of like not my art stuff that was showcased. I will show a couple of those, but if we're talking about like 10 plus drawings, I will not be doing that. I will not be showcasing all those not my art drawings in a timely manner, but I will briefly go through as many as possible. Let me get this drawn right here. Okay, but let's get these very brief structures going. Trip down memory lane. It's always good to see where you've started and like where you are now as well, guys, because a lot of people tend to have like some form of imposter syndrome, where they're like, oh, like I'll never be good as X artist or whatnot. But like that same logic applies to like a lot of things in that like with any like progressive thing where you're trying to like make progressively get stronger, progressively get better art. Maybe you're progressively trying to get like faster or work on something. Just always take a bit of time to stop and see how far you actually have come, you know? Because if you look at your older works and then you look at the works that you've done now, I'm sure like every single one of you have gone a long way in particular to where you've started, and that's something you guys should just take a moment and appreciate. It's very important to just, you know, do that every now and then. Let me work on this too. Okay. These legs look so bad. I like how I say that, and then I'm hating this sketch right here, or this drawing at the very moment. It just looks terrible, but I don't care. I'm just going to keep on moving. They can't all be winners. They cannot all be winners. Here we go. Maybe get more of this little gesture going as well. I don't know what this head shape is supposed to be. I'm just going to wing it. There we go. Big old legs. Alright. And then, I don't even remember who this one is. It's just a spear. This one's just a spear! What the hell? No! Let me try to fix this one. I have to remind myself of that all the time. Keep finding myself almost stopping doing Mactuba 3D. Mostly because I keep psyching myself out. I was about to say, Koopa, you always gotta take a moment to see how much progress you've made. No matter like what it is, whether it's like learning an instrument, doing software stuff, drawing, or no matter like exercising, just look back at like how far you have come. Because it's really impressive. And it's such a beautiful thing to see with all of us when it comes to artwork too. I did a little reverse 1999 study yesterday, nice, because I realized one of the characters had a very similar face to how I imagined my D&D character in my head. Which study were you, which character was it specifically, Hollow, for the study specifically? Oh, let's get this going. Sorry that I'm stalling a little bit, guys. Yeah. I'm fairly confident that I couldn't work on another drawing or another thumbnail for the rest of the stream, so I'm trying to hurry up for this one, and then we'll basically just wrap things up for our little art showcase. I don't think there's too much to share. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe there's just a lot of stuff to showcase, but I am just trying my best to get this done. I think that should be it. I think in terms of lines, that's everything here. So, I mean, we got quite a few things drawn in. We managed to show a bit of the cityscape, some of the pores, some of, like, how Uzeus looks now, or how one of the hospital parts for the slimes look like. So, that's nice. We managed to get a shrine drawn in for some of the oozes, to showcase the oozes worshipping some of the wild gods and those tendencies. And we drew a lot of scenes behind the stream, or, like, after the stream ended. So, we're probably going to be doing the same thing. What is the scene afterwards? Oh, we get to draw Zen's lovely, lovely orange god next. We get to draw the scene where some of the slimes are learning a bit more of what's going on. It was Zima, the only character that has Theor name in a different alphabet. Ooh, let me see who they look like real quick. They've let me know about that too, Hollow. How long did it take you to do that study? It is good to do character studies every now and then too, whether if it's to learn a different style, whether if it's to learn clothes, whether if it's to learn how like they render things. Studies go a long, long way if you draw them with intention. There's something in art. Got you, Lotus. Let me check Zima real quick from Reverse 1999. Oh my god, it's just, there's never a bad design. I think I've seen them before. Yeah, I actually think I have seen them before. There's never a bad design with a Reverse 1999. This is making me mad. This is making me unnecessarily mad. How is there always a good design in this game? It makes no sense to me. There's so many talented people. I swear there's so many. Is it just one person that works on all these? There's no way it's just one person that makes all these designs. There's always... Thank you for sharing that to individuals well, Hollow, but oh my god, it's insane. It's insane how they just never miss. Not too long, I was basically tracing his face, then redrawing a similar face next to it, then another from just my head to compare. Ooh, that's a very interesting way to do a study. Yeah, like going from tracing to kind of get like the muscle memory done, and then trying to do it on your own loosely after that. That's very interesting. Because for me, like I try to like just go straight from like proportions over to it. So that's so good. My favorite character I will say Zima because I don't know how to say it like that, but I'm assuming it translates to Zima. But they do look so good. Wait, so that's your favorite character out of everyone? I thought your favorite character would have been Isolde, Hollow. Or Isolde? Or the other... Oh, I forgot the lady with the robotic lady. I thought that would have been one of your two favorite characters. But Zima's your favorite, really? I hurt my arm? What did you do, Lotus? Not too long, it was basically tracing his face. Okay, oh wait, I have to read that as well. But it's true, I think Koopa brings up a great point in that sense. Where you do have to admit, you always have to check back on how far you have come. And I think it is very, very important. You say it well? She's like second. Damn, okay. I thought this whole time you sold it was your first. That's interesting. The more you know, huh? The more you know. But yes, it is 15 minutes till 12, guys. I think it's time to start the art showcase, just in case we don't beat, we aren't able to get everything done in a timely manner. I will say, if Mike is here, do you want me to showcase the sketches that you did share with me in regards to a certain form, or do you want to keep that a bit more private? Because I don't mind sharing it at all, Mike, if you want me to showcase that as well too, because it looks absolutely lovely, but I just want to see if I can get permission first. Also, the Cleo thing was so funny. The Cleo thing that I did see for The Sims was really good. I bent my arm to get into the window of my truck to turn off my truck, and it really hurt, but I turned off my truck. Jeez, Lotus. That's really bad. Hopefully you can take care of that too, though. Get some rest on that arm, or hopefully it didn't sprain anything. He's the reason why I fell in love with this game. So Zima was the reason you got into Reverse 1999, Hollow? That's interesting. Wow. You can share it. I haven't colored it or anything yet. Got you, got you. I turned off my truck though, but you damaged your arm. You damaged your arm. That's bad. That's horrible. Okay, guys. On a side note, we have the lovely sketch slash drawing courtesy of Mike in regard to the form and a very lovely outfit design. One thing that I have learned to make anything fit a bit more within the Slimeverse, since we are heavily adopting Greek elements, I guess it depends which group or which color of slime or which region you're from, is to add drapery. Because adding drapery does give a bit more of a divine slash Greek tinge to your design. And I do love also the headpiece that Hollow, my bad, not Hollow, Mike, I saw the Hollow comment that Mike did include, and it looks really lovely. Lux, welcome! Welcome, Raiders!
With 8 viewers.
Yo, welcome! We are doing a bit of our outro, but thank you so much, Lux, and welcome all the Raiders. It is always nice to see you guys, too. We're just doing a bit of art showcase, and we're showcasing Mike, one of our lovely community members. Incredible artworks. When I do the color version, it shall be only for your eyes. All good, Mike. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well, and we're just doing a little bit of showcasing for our little outro. Oh yes, Helios 50 freaky card. Oh no, what is that emote? What in the hell is that emote? Oh my, Mr. Wide. I'm not gonna say wild. See, I'm learning. It's not wild because I remember last time I did mess it up, unfortunately, but I did get it right this time. I believe so. It's like, actually, it's not Mr. Wide at all. How dare you say such a thing? But I feel like I got it correct this time. Alrighty, let us see what we got cooking here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff being said in the art tab. I may not read all that, but I will be showcasing what artworks we do have here. So let me go all the way up to right here, starting off hot with Zen. Let me go. Let's go. Had a wild stream, ready to enjoy some calm. Oh, were you guys playing something, Lex? Or were you guys playing TF2 or something of that matter? But I mean, I'm happy to hear that you are gonna enjoy some calm. We are just gonna showcase some artworks and then pretty much call it. But thank you again for just rating us as well. We have a wonderful artwork courtesy of Zen, and this is for the context. Oh, sorry. For the context is this is Horace, and he's on a quest to pay off his $15 parking tickets. I see. TF2, okay, I got you. Hopefully it was a lot of fun. In a Discord server, I'm in. I read it myself. Guess I'm just Mr. Wild now. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Wide. Was it one too many people kept confusing your name for Wild instead of Wide? No. Well, no, I saw Tooth Fairy, became interested, but I didn't get her and stayed for Zima, and then found more beloved characters. Lilia, Isolde, Argus, Jay, and Tuesday. I love Tuesday. Have you shared Tuesday with me, Hollow? Have I seen Tuesday before? I'll try to make some things to try and make it original. I see. Okay. I'll just feel my arm later when I'm older. You're crazy for that, Lotus. But I know Zen isn't here for this, so I will still thank Zen in the future in advance for showcasing this lovely character. Honestly, they look like somebody that would be in like a PS2 game. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the spikes around their teeth, the very wild, menacing eyes and weapons. I think they look very cool too. And honestly, the style feels a little different to what Zen usually does. In terms of like the more comic-y work, it looks a little bit more like 3D almost. And for that, I will give a big shout out to Zen. And I hope I remember, because they do deserve praise for this. I do like the design. It feels very retro-y in a way. I don't know, I will send them to you. Okay. Got you, Hollow. Thank you as well for sending them my way. I took some inspiration. I tried to make it a little bit Eastern with a little bit of Greek, and I pinched a little bit from Gilgamesh's design. Okay. So, I mean, it definitely does add up, and I do like, specifically like the drapery, the folds, and the headpiece for the design specifically. Wait, can I share this? Let me see. Oh yeah, I do see the specific description as well. But that is very lovely. Let us move a bit downward. The first guy is my OC, Alaric. He's insane. He's part of this game I made. He's kind of dead now, but I plan to revive it soon. It was called Killer Instincts. Second guy, girl, is my friend of Apollo. Yes, she's supposed to look like an apple. Yes, almost everybody used to misspell her name to Apollo. Oh, I did see Apollo. I said Apollo too. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so this is Alaric. Oh no, you're in your truck. Nice. You need to read all. I'm not reading all that art stuff. I am not reading all the art stuff, Lotus. That is I'll leave it to anyone that is interested in seeing all this. Oh great heavens. Okay, you know, can I speedrun it? He's British. I love him. Who's not trying to laugh? For the Jim Bob Johnson. Can you tell I'm a gacha kid? I was raised on it. I used to dabble in the gachas back in the day. You have Lotus right here with a sketchbook, or just showcasing the page. Guess what this baby is for? Well, you don't get that answer. You will all have to wait. Me too, I'll have to pull up all my old characters. Dr. Stanley, my beloved, I love making gacha life. 2 OCs. I do see this a lot. I don't know what game this is from or what this source is, but I do see this a lot, or I do see a lot of OCs in this style. So it must be like a free program or something where a lot of people do make their own characters within, because it must be a common trend, but very, very fire. Oh, there's all the characters too. So wait, okay, so according to, we have from left to right, we have Francis, Lucas, Chris, Corey, Billy, Aria. Okay, and so these are all the characters too. Hey Jarl! Welcome! We're doing our art showcase. It's nice to see you too. But thank you so much for stopping by. I did try to lurk as much as I could. Since I was going to sleep, I couldn't really stay for too long, Jarl. But I hope you're doing well. We're just doing a little bit of an art showcase with a lot of wonderful people within our server and seeing all the artworks there. But I hope you're doing well. Also, wait, I did notice Hollow sent me, I believe it's Tuesday. Here's Tuesday. Oh! Wait, I would say their design is lovely too. So kind of like, what, like a housemaid almost? They seem like a caretaker of the sorts. It's so bad. I do appreciate the lurk. I love the art showcases. I'm happy to hear that too, Jarl. And if you ever have any artworks that you also want to show to the community, we will always try our best to showcase them as well. This is... I know I sound like a broken record at this point to Hollow and to a lot of people here, but Reverse 1999's character designs are so well done, and just the way they, I think it's part of how they render in like a more of a painter style. You can kind of see it over here, keeping things a lot more blocky, but still like rendering to the point where it kind of like makes sense in the folds. Look at the second outfit. Okay, let's see the second outfit. Hollow, this is another gorgeous outfit again. We have another gorgeous outfit again. It looks way more classy too. Are these like scales or are those gems on the around the collar area? These kind of look like dark like black diamonds or some sort of black gemstone. They look really, really pretty. And what are they holding too, by the way? I'm not gonna forget about that. You have like a little reptilian alien type of baby there. What is that? I wonder what the sketchbook's for. Oh no. I love that, like, it kind of looks like a scale in a way. Like a lot of these like pseudo gemstones or pseudo scales. It looks really, really cool. And seeing all the keys too. I love how with the second life, the baby's head is sticking out. Yeah, so is it implied that the baby's also here? Oh yeah, the baby is here. I guess it's the exact same shape. Oh my god. So is this like a canon? Is like a lore outfit? Or is this like a more cosmetic skin? It's your baby, her beloved child. Oh my. Is it kind of like Lovecraftian themes to it? Or I have so many questions for them. I do love this design though too. Seeing like, is it something you obtain like after you like reach a certain point with this character? Is like a level up thing? I have so many questions. But yeah, another character that I absolutely adore. Thank you so much for showcasing Tuesday as well to us, Hollow. I have yet to see a design that I don't like from Reverse 1999, guys. If you ever want to do like a reference or like you want to do a study within a gacha game for like any like cool art purposes, please check out Reverse 1999. After you level her up. Oh, I see. And also the poster. Was there a poster that I missed as well, Hollow? I wonder what that sketchbook's for now. We have more little stitchings right here. Was this like sewings? Are these like names or different symbols? Courtesy of Lotus. I can't read that. Freddy? I don't know. I can't read that. I'm bad with cursive. Jerry? Jaddy? I don't know. I'm gonna keep moving. Irvin? Is that Irvin? Ervin? Eli. I see that one. That's Eli. I can read that one. Look at the poster. Oh, let me check out the poster. Did I miss the poster? Where's the poster at? Oh, you said that just now. Oh, wait, do they have like a pet crocodile? Like their baby is a crocodile? Yo! Miss Horror Tuesday. She and the baby are both here waiting. Reverse 1999. Oh my god. So you even get to see the full-on baby right here too, the little baby crocodile. So then I guess these are more so scales than actual gems, right, Hollow? Because it kind of looks a bit opaque in a way where like a gemstone would behave, but these also look like scales. I love this rendering right here. Like this part of the outfit is like just something that I'm so mesmerized by because I don't know the specifics. Holy crap. Yeah, this is super elegant. I will say, like I said before, Reverse 1999 characters don't miss. They do not. She was released for Halloween on the Chinese server. I see. 3 hours, Hey, on. Welcome back. And had a horror event. So is she specifically only for the horror event? Or did she come out before that? That's interesting. I'll look for the trailer. Got you, Hollow. But thank you so much for sharing this too. I was like, wait, is the baby like Lovecraftian horror? It's like, no, they're just like an albino crocodile. So now I know a bit more of the specifics for this character. Thank you again, Hollow. Let us go back and showcase some more artworks. So Lotus did share that with us. Thank you as well. The way he said Irvin. We also have Space Buds showcasing this too. What else is there here? Space Buds showcase some more sketches of a different character. I like the outfit design. I don't know if this is more dragon so on stuff or if this is for a different OC, but Space Buds always delivers, and we do get graced with a Space Buds tags too. She came out at the same time as the event. First time we met her. Ooh, I see. Okay. But Space Buds, speaking of very elegant designs, Space Buds showcasing another lovely character. I love this hairstyle, personally. That's a big takeaway for me, aside from the amazing outfit design. I always like making characters with this pseudo, kind of more wild-y, ponytail-esque cut. I don't know what you call that specific design point, but I myself am enamored by it. Ever since I saw Akali from League have this type of hairdo. That's my family's tradition, Valis. We write our names, our nicknames down on the table. Even family friends join in. If you're a good friend of the family, you are basically family. Oh, I see. Well, then that's good to hear. I'm happy to hear whoever may have been sewed in to the endeavors. Because we have Eli Irving. We have I can't read them as well, but we have Sugar. We have Turbo. Shout out to Turbo. Part of the Lotus family household. Very, very lovely. But I think that should be it, guys, in terms of arts. Now we go over to Not My Arts. I know Strider shared a lot of stuff. So if that is the case... Actually, wait, nothing is in Not My Art. Never mind. There's only one thing. Okay. I thought Strider shared like a bunch of stuff in Not My Art, but I might have missed that, or maybe did it get posted? But oh well. Let us go right here. Courtesy of Zen, we have a screenshot, or not screenshot, but official art from Morrowind. Concept art, it depicts the death of the legendary hero Indoril, Nerevar at the hands of the Tribunal. This image isn't canon, but it's heavily implied. So we were talking a bit about Elder Scrolls before, for a while back, since we were trying to talk about D&D stuff for our Slimeverse as a whole, and Zen was talking about how there was like an avatar, there's like a very powerful individual that constantly has like a new manifestation within the game, and this is one of the depictions of that. It's been put in the fan art instead. Oh, was it put in fan art? Oh, specifically? That's, was it fan art of us? Oh, I would say that is in the wrong section completely. Okay. I see it now. I see it. Why did you take out the time to draw this? Oh no. I'll scroll up. I'll scroll up like this then. But yeah, I guess Strider did put it in the wrong section. Pretty sure it's in arts. No, it's in the fan art section specifically. There is a lot of artworks here, but my friend drew all of this. So we have a lot of artworks here, courtesy of Strider's friend, and they look very, very cool. Yeah, I will say, yeah, next time Strider, I guess, this happened not just to Strider, but this also happened to Dutch as well. Dutch accidentally sent a map artwork in the pet section, but it happens to all of us. Don't worry about it. We just, in the, next time, just make sure it's in the right section. But it's all good. Do not stress about it at all. We have some very, very wonderful drawings, courtesy of Strider's friend. And a big shout out does go to them. We have Michael and Peony or Penny siblings. Very cool. We have, I guess, a pseudo like Mario outfit there, like in a Roblox style. Very, very lovely. We have this meme that I still don't remember where it's from. I forgot. I know multiple of you guys have drawn like your own characters or different OCs in this pose. I keep forgetting where it is. But there we have this, which is nice. And then we have somebody looking through the binoculars. Very, very cool. With like a cash bunny hat. Cool. But thank you for sharing that as well, Strider. We will also be liking those. Shout out to their friend. And one thing that I do need to show, there's a reason why BK is spraying the chats and being very disappointed. It's because Labubu Valis is the thing! The Space Buds took out the time to draw Labubu Valis! And this is something that I can't really... Oh god, I threw something out of frustration. I didn't mean to. Oh, I didn't even know that thing was gonna get thrown. But I didn't think Space Buds would have actually done this. Why do you remember this? Why do you guys always remember to draw things in the most diabolical way? Teehee! Okay, and then Space Buds just laughing innocently. We even have the courtesy of the whole time lapse being drawn in such a short amount of time. What is this? A 10-second time lapse? That means Space Buds did this in like 5 or 10 minutes. And it's so well rendered. That's the thing. Space Buds can do this in such a short amount of time as always. And then for me, I will struggle making a little thumbnail just with Slimeverse. I can't. The tenacity, the amount of speed, the inspiration that you guys can do in such a quick amount of time always astonishes me. It always astonishes me. And the thing is, we gotta include it. We gotta add it. Less than 10. See, I knew it. Hey, I was right, Space Buds. I said 5 to 10 minutes. I was correct. I'm starting to know. I'm starting to know the tendencies of how quickly you work. I don't even know what to put here. I'll put try not to laugh. I'll just add all the ones here. Labo Val. Oh my. He was so frustrated pulling something. It was by accident, BK, because I didn't think that we were going to have a Labubu Valis as our final showcase piece, too. I didn't think that was going to happen, but it's there. And we will thank Space Buns for at least taking out the time to draw it, but it's always some cursed things. It's always something. It always is. We have Horse Valis, we have Cinderella Valis, we have Labubu Valis, we have so many. So many. Oh, did Hollow send something as well? Oh, the trailer for the event too. First 2 minutes are cinematic trailer. The rest is more showcase. Okay. I guess I could share it too. I guess we'll end it on another note too. We could also showcase the first 2 minutes of this trailer that was in regard to verse 1999. But mainly because I am also very curious to see what it's about. So we will see the cinematic. Let me turn this down just a little bit. And then I will listen to this as our little outro. No! Who are these characters?
Are you all right?
It's Tuesday!
Please help me. There's a motel close by.
A motel?
Tuesday's Motel.
The name!
Can I help you, miss?
That's cursed as hell.
Who are you?
You're in deep now, ain't
Wait,
you?
Hollow, you showed me her before! I remember her and she had an amazing design. I forget. I remember.
The name's Argus. Just
Oh, no.
call me Merc.
Wow, she said her name right there.
When was that array drawn?
It'd be less than 24 hours ago.
It's like a mystery? What the fuck? Oh, that's a little dark.
Do this.
Gunpowder in his fingers. But this ain't no ordinary pistol. You're in for a lick of trouble, that's for sure.
Oh,
Take me to his room.
I love her design.
What do
You
we after,
did?
boss?
Firstly, I'd like to know what happened to her. Second, whether the Order of Enlightenment has been here. Why did a Xeno officer come to this place? This motel?
This is a bit of like a murder mystery?
Made for the dead.
Oh, who are we shooting?
They say the deepest despair comes from hesitation. It won't fool me.
Can it really be that simple?
Oh my goodness. The Haunted Highway reverse. Oh wait, who's this? I didn't see this. Wait, did I miss them too? I don't think I remember seeing them. But this looked like such a banger patch. So wait, has this not been out yet in the other servers, Hollow? I'm very, very curious. Don't forget memes. Oh, let me also check memes too. But this is really interesting. Don't forget meme section could end it with out of context sticks as well. That's true. Let me check that too. Really, really quickly. But that's such a good trailer. God damn. I swear, Reverse 1999, a lot of these other gacha games have so much good like storytelling and choreography when it comes to some of these moments. That looks so wonderful. I will say, if you did play through that, I guess no, you were gonna play for Tuesday, so it must have already came out. Who was the killer, or what was the mystery for that? Oh, I mean, I guess I wouldn't really find out because that was a previous event. But let me go to memes and also watch out of context. Oh, it was on Twitter. Oh well, let me get this going. Well, how long is this? Oh no. It's just, you guys just heard someone screaming. Pay no attention. Pay no attention to that. Oh my god. No. Let me hide that away. The animations in the event were so good. It was last year for Global. It was last Christmas. I see. Okay. The animations in the event are so good. What was the end of that story though? Let me also get this going. You guys heard nothing. Let me see. Can I make this a little bit bigger? If I do it like this. I don't know. I guess it'll just be this small. But sorry about that, guys. Let me just have it right here. Okay.
You weren't affected by Dreamcaster's control because you're the only one in town without a TV. What's wrong with you? What do you do on Saturday mornings? What are you talking about around the water cooler?
I knew TV was just a big conspiracy to control everyone's minds. I'm not talking to you. You keep watching.
Oh, he broke the fourth wall right there. Sticks. How do we not have sticks in more media, Koopa? It always ceases to amaze me why we don't have other characters that people really are a fan of. But I keep forgetting that the Cartoon Network show is also something that is like out of like the canon of Sega, right? Because it wasn't doing too well because of the game didn't sell, so they were just like, oh yeah, just do whatever you want. Developers, go to town. Sticks was a 10 out of 10 character. That was a goated reference too. I must away from the family. They can help themselves since they are being a-holes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that it's going bad over there too, Lotus. I hope things get better though. The TLDR is that the purpose of the entire motel is for Tuesday to invoke the guest's worst fears and feed them to her child. Ah, well that sounds absolutely lovely. Holy crap. So Tuesday, to invoke the guest's worst fears. So is Tuesday like an eldritch being or like some like supernatural? Does she have like supernatural powers to her? The whole like just control over the whole hotel? That's interesting. I need to learn a bit more about that because apparently there's so many cool events with it when it comes to Reverse 1999. But thank you guys so much for submitting those videos for the very end as well. I will be calling it. I can finally take this goddamn turkey off of me. I'm very much safe to my own travels now. It's been thawed away. It's gone. But yeah, we got that done. Glad you like it. I will never let Sega forget Sticks. She's such a top tier character. She is! We need to find a way to make Sticks appear in like other future Sega media as well. More like the child is an eldritch being. Okay. And Tuesday can make people hallucinate and stuff, I believe. Ooh. Okay, I am very much enamored by Tuesday then. This is the end. I just came back. Goodbye, everyone. Welcome back, Factor. And yeah, we are just wrapping things up at the very moment. We got quite a few scenes drawn out, but tomorrow it's gonna be pretty much the same stuff. If you guys want to yab about anything tomorrow, or any specific questions about the Slimeverse or any games as a whole, feel free to do so, because we're gonna be very much AFK brain lining stuff up for a good bit. But if you guys are celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope Thanksgiving goes very well for each and every one of you. If you're not, or you're just having a good time, hopefully that goes well too. But as anyways, guys, stay oozy. Oh, Strider, you can eat it now. Yes, it's been devoured by everyone here. But yes, till then, stay oozy, gooey, slimy, stinky, jelly, whatever you prefer. I hope to see you all again real soon. And yeah, just have a great day, great evening, great night, great afternoon. And that should be it. Real quick though, let me check and see if anybody's streaming in our community. Nobody at the moment. So yeah, we shall bid you all adieu. But yeah, guys, goodbye, take it easy, and farewell. Lux already knows what to do. But yeah, take it easy, guys. Until next time.